Cafe. Nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah. Yeah. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah.
Konbanwa, friends, and welcome to Otalku Cafe, where we have mad scientists seeking a brain, inquisitors being inquisitive, all this and more. I am Matt, your co-CEO and your head chef, and to join me, my other co-CEO, the man that's back. He's been gone for a month. We found we paid the ransom to get him back here. Even how you doing?
5 weeks, my friend, and boy, oh boy, have I missed this place like no other. I'm doing all right, all things considered. It's been a hell of a 5 weeks without you. Been perpetually behind for the past 5 weeks.
I know.
But boy, oh boy, over the last 2 weeks, have I made a concerted effort to be here today to join everybody and talk about everyone's favorite thing in the world, anime.
Yeah, that's right. We got all the anime. And shout out to Chris for hanging with me for the past month. I am sure we will need you again soon. But in the meantime, we're happy that he's back here.
No.
But yeah, we have plenty to discuss. We have some news. The season is slowly winding down.
It's crazy when you binge stuff, you don't realize how close everything is over until like you're like, wow, like you start doing the numbers. You're like, holy shit, like it's already at 10, 9, and then you realize that the half of the shows this season are only halfway over. So even though the season's over, the show is nowhere near over.
Yeah, we got like 7 going into the new season.
I've got 8.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, because it doesn't leave room for a lot of the newer shows.
I had like 16, dude.
Plus, yeah, I had 13 new and 7 recursive. I'm back to my usual 20.
I'm like, what the hell, bro?
Like I wanted to give some new ones a chance too, but I was like, I got all these.
There's so much good shit too. So much good shit next season, and we're talking way ahead, but still, the next thing I need to do now that I'm caught up for the first time in 5.5 weeks is I need to start giving my awards, start planning those out, because we got our annuals coming up, and I'm not going to spoil anything on my annuals, but I will say I did my statistics, and you'll be very surprised when I read the statistics come early January.
Yep, sounds good. Are we doing fall just you and me because they're all going to be here the week after, or we're going to get them all in for both of them?
What do you mean?
For the Fall Awards, is it going to be just you and me, or are we getting Starman and Chris, even though they're going to be here a week after for the annuals?
Get them both. Why not?
Okay. I want to make sure.
At least Chris.
No, okay. Yeah, Starman if he can. We know he has stuff going on. We're not going to say any of that on the air. Mm-hmm. We do hope he's doing okay, holding up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay. So I'll make sure. But yeah, we'll have them here for award seasons. That's going to be in like 3 to 4 weeks for the. Yeah, because the last show ends December 30th. So we should be at the end. We can probably do it that Monday, so we don't have to do it New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I'm not going to be available New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so we'll probably do that Monday.
It works for me, Papa.
December 30th will be the fall awards, and the week after that will be our 2-day annuals.
2 day. Let's fucking compact that bitch into one.
That was like 10 hours.
We got time.
Did one day.
We're off. We got time.
I'm not.
Nani?
So you fucking kidding? No, I'm not. I don't get days off like that.
2 days.
We did that last year.
Did we?
Yeah.
I swore we had like a 10-hour session.
Yeah, the first time we did that, I was like, okay, we can't do that. Then for the beginning of this year, we did 1 day awards the day after the top 30.
Yeah, I guess.
And I cannot do a whole day there like that.
I'm a fucking night owl, so it doesn't affect me in the least to do.
Yes, but for people like me, Chris, and Starman, yeah, you're psychopath.
I am a little bit of a psychopath. I cannot lie.
Yeah, so we can't do that. You can. You can do whatever you want, but
oh yeah.
You can leave the stream open, and the frames will come in as you're passed out.
Pull a fucking kites in it and have a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, sure. But let's get to these news. Let's get to the show because we do have a lot to talk about. Let's see.
Is everybody ready for a 3-hour show? Because Chris and Matt always keep it short. I'm back though, so it's gonna go long.
No, he covered your shit, so it shouldn't be too long.
And just in principle, I'm more long-winded than Chris is. Chris is very abrupt, brief to the point, like just very cut, dry, straightforward.
Well, that's sometimes what we mostly need, but
that's what we need. But no,
but you're stubborn.
I'm back.
I know.
All right, go.
The light novel Hell Mode: The Hardcore Gamer Dominates Another World with Garbage Balancing. It's getting a TV anime. No release date for that yet. Cultural exchange with a game center girl is announced for summer 2025. What else we got here? Dinner Table Detective is official for spring. Same thing with Beginning of the End. The manga Takopi's Original Sin is again a TV anime. No release date for that one just yet. And then Can a Boy and Girl Friendship Hold Up? No, it can't is official for spring 25. And it looks like the girl is a blue hair, so a blue hair girl will finally get a win. Maybe.
Huh. It's blue or pink? Pink hair.
It's blue. It's a blue hair.
It's a blue or pink? Pink hair is always lose too.
Mostly blue, but mostly a childhood friend. That's the one that goes.
Blue and childhood friend? X.
L. It's over because, it's like, oh, it's growth. That's why the childhood friend gets rejected. Okay, no, sometimes they're the better option, so fuck off.
A lot of times they're the fucking better option.
Yeah, so don't make someone you want to root for then. Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm.
But that's it for news. So even go ahead. I know you want to talk about what you got.
I don't remember what I have.
Yakuza, you have.
I got it up. All right. We'll go with Miburo because this week's Miburo was pretty. I just finished watching it. It was pretty brief, honestly. Basically, the first half of the episode, more or less, just features the Miburo getting the 3 remaining. Or 4 remaining guys, whatever the number was, who have killed the retainers of the Lord Aizu, and so they do that. It's pretty cool. We see Neo actually use a wooden sword and just basically scare the shit out of some guy, and that's how they capture him, which was silly, but that's the point of Neo. Neo's very pacifistic in that manner. He doesn't want to kill. That's why he doesn't use his sword. Blah 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 blah. So. His real sword, I should say. So, and then the rest of the episode just focuses on Neo, just really being Neo. Neo's very, contrite, very honest, very forthcoming, very sympathetic, sincere, empathetic, things of that nature. And so you see him praying over like the grave of one of the fallen retainers, and he speaks to a living retainer because the guy who's praying over happens to be that guy's best friend, and they have an interaction, and that was cool. And then there's another street interaction involving one of the other Miburo facing off against 2 like fucking like ruffians, you can call them, and that was what it was. So that's fine and fucking dandy. Moving on, we'll go on with Gun Gale. Give me a moment to find. I haven't been on in so long, Matt, that fucking my notification thing comes up with ReZero. That's how long ago. That's the last time I looked up something on this computer or on this browser.
Oh boy.
For this. And all my shit is frozen now. What the hell? There it goes. All right, refresh. I gotta find Gun Gale because I watched that a few days ago. Son of dude, it's not fucking loading. What in the hell?
They don't want you to look up Gun Gale.
Bro, what? This fucking tab is frozen as fuck. Okay, exit. All right, there it goes. All right, it just exited the page. Let me relaunch the page. Give me a moment, guys. Technical issues here on Otalku Cafe. It's been so long.
Do you have any other one to talk about real quick while that loads?
I don't remember them.
Oh shit. Mixer.
That one's I want to save it. I always go in particular orders, Matt. You know this. I've got it up.
Yeah, now. I did too, but
I think I've got it up now. Okay, I think I've got it. There we go. So another short one, fairly simple. Basically, Len and what's it called? Len is interrupted as she's gonna go after Boss. Len is interrupted by the Machine Gun Lovers crew, and basically Shink and LMPM or whatever the fuck their acronym name is. They form a truce. Basically, they do a truce and they go after the Machine Gun Lovers. And this basically consists of one person from Team Shink and one person, aka Pito. Two girls. They basically off themselves so they can respawn. Because I don't know if Chris mentioned it, but the way that the rules work, you respawn to the closest point. And more times than not, that's always behind the enemy. So basically, they buy some time with the Machine Gun Lovers, and then the two girls basically just fucking ambush them, and they kill all the Machine Gun Lovers, and that's that. The rest of them, they continue on to the base, and we basically get the scene from the opening of episode 9 where we see Len get killed by the NPCs, and when she responds, basically the devs happen to send Shink a message. Or not Shink, the Lens team, and sends them a message that contains all the info and the stats on the NPCs, like their guns, their like habits, things of that nature. And basically what the team does is they actually bought a drone prior to this going off. They spent a lot of like in-game money and they bought like a primitive drone that they have, and they fly the drone above the castle, and they're able to see like some of the points of where these guys that they got the information on, where they're located within the castle. And then they proceed to look at all the other movements of the teams, and they all watch all these teams just die one by one. Team 1 just obliterated. All these teams just get obliterated, and they're basically using this to like try and come up with some sort of strategy, seeing the various strategies that the remaining teams are trying to like do from that instance. So relatively simple but solid end to that episode. Moving on, we'll go with I think we'll go with Yakuza Fiance. Yakuza Fiance was pretty wild. So basically, they managed to corner old boy. I forget his name. Because I don't write about this one. So, but they basically managed to corner old boy, and they get him to basically admit to like his things, and they try to blackmail him, and in the end, I forget her name, but the blue haired chick basically blackmails her, records all like the conversation that fuck, I always forget their names. You can tell I'm rusty. Yeah. Kirishima and Yoshino. Basically, again, they try to blackmail him, and they don't even have the character names here, really, which sucks on this one. But in any case, they blackmail the dude and basically tell him like, all right, you're just gonna never speak to this person again, and move on. And what's crazy about it is in order to blackmail him, because he has blackmail on the other girl, somebody, I think it's Kirishima paid like a dude who happened to know his mom, and he shows the dude a video of his mom just getting fucking railed by this dude. And his mom is like happily married. He's like, she's part of like a whole like conglomerate family type of deal. And like, she's just getting fucking boned, showing her son, her getting just boned by this random dude, and was like, hey, you've done this before with other women. It just happens to be your mom, hey, but it's not me in the video. It's not me in the video. It's someone I paid to fuck your mom, but your mom willingly obliged, and it was a wild scene. And so the rest of the episode focuses on Kirishima and the blue-haired girl whose name I'm forgetting, and basically they have an interaction about like what occurred and things of that nature. And he tells Kirishima like, dude, like she's not into you, bro. Like you have no shot, da 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 da, whatever the case is. And he says some slick shit back to her. She slaps him in the face and gets in a cab and is like, I'm never gonna see you again. I'm deleting you off everything. Fuck you, bye. And she leaves. And then Yoshino comes over. And then we get the story of how everything kind of went down as they went through the explanation earlier in the episode when they were speaking to the dude trying to blackmail him. And basically Yoshino, when she gave Kirishima the little was it the figurine or whatever it is for the house key, she put a really tiny tracker in there. And of course, Kirishima, being the genius that he is, already knew that he was being tracked. But he was so over the moon that she gave him something. B, that she cares enough about him to track him. He's like, I love it. Please continue to fucking track me more. Like, I want you to obsess over me the way I obsess over you. Like, creepy, over the top, toxic ass shit, right? It's all over. And then the episode ends because they had made a bet a few episodes ago previous where they're like, oh, if you can wrap all this up before midnight, I'll be your girlfriend. But he's like, I doubt it, da da da. So they started like making a back and forth, but they never really settled it. So they settle it via the best method in Japanese history. Matt, you want to know what method to settle a beef in Japan?
Fisticuffs.
Dankin.
The good old rock, paper, scissors, okay.
The good old rock, paper, scissors. And she starts going into this whole formulaic idea where it's like everybody, whoever plays rock, paper, scissors will always play rock, but I don't think he's stupid, or I think he's stupid, so he's going to play scissors, so I'm going to play like paper, or she's going to this whole like Scott Steiner math. She goes into Scott Steiner math basically to like figure out how to beat him. And so she plays scissors, he plays rock. And she's like, why did you play rock? You're supposed to be an idiot. Your brains are made of rocks. You're not supposed to play rock. And then he's like, oh, I'm your girlfriend. And then she's like, okay, 2 out of 3. And she does it again. And he plays rock again. You're like, who plays rock twice? What? And then so she loses. So in effect, I guess, because that's where the credits roll, she's now his girlfriend? Question mark? But that was funny nonetheless from that piece. Okay, moving on. What do I got left? 365 and Mixer. We'll go with Mixer. Mixer this week was pretty decent, I'd say. It kind of goes into a couple parts. Let me pull up what I wrote for Mixer because I wrote it yesterday and I don't remember. Here we go. Okay. Episode starts off basically with Fuji and Asagi once again. Honestly, out of the 3 couples, damn, I wrote a lot for this. Out of the 3 couples, right? The most well-rounded couple is Tokiwa and Suo, but the couple that always does the most, right? They always have the most interaction on screen time as of late is Fuji and Asagi. And so the episode starts off with Fuji and Asagi. They're at the bar, and Asagi wants to like try and like be flirtatious and stuff. So he asks Kohaku how to be like the arrogant personality, and he tries it on Fuji. And Fuji's like, nah, bro, this ain't working. And so then they leave out of work, right? And Fuji's like, hey, I want to take more reference pictures for my yaoi dojin. Do you want to go to the karaoke bar so I can take some pictures? They're like, okay. And she's like, I want to take pictures of your feet. Okay, so we're getting feet pictures. We're getting some feet pictures. So they go to the bar. They go to karaoke. They order like ramen and some French fries and a couple drinks. And she starts taking the pictures. He's still trying to play like the arrogant character. And Fuji just goes full on like Dami Mommy mode. Basically grabs him, puts his leg with the bare foot up by her face, pressed up against him, and like said some really slick, like arrogant shit that he was trying to pull. And he's like, oh, this is how you play the arrogant guy, because I taught Kawaku how to play the arrogant guy. And as Fuji has Asagi's leg up, barefoot, pressed up against him, the door opens and it's the server bringing them the food. And the server sees, what the fuck is going on? Slams the door. And I was laughing so hard, A, at the principle of the scenario, B, but the dialogue that they translated it to, Literally, he opens the door. Fuji looks over and was like, shit. Literally just says shit. And then he goes, oh, what the fuck, right? And then while he's freaking out, Fuji's looking at Asagi and was like, we know there's nothing crazy going on, but the position does look a little sus. Literally, verbatim, was like, yeah, this looks sus. Which is funny, seeing that you have the cross-dresser saying something about being sus to the guy who's into the cross-dresser, who's being pinned down by a woman who's dressed as a guy who's trying to take pictures of his feet. The whole principle of that was just fucking hilarious. I laughed so well on that one. And so then as we continue on with the process, basically, they go home afterwards, and we see them basically working on the next day. We see Asagi return to Fuji's house, and he helps her again with her dojin, right? Cutting out pictures and shapes and whatnot, and they complete it, right? And there's a scene that she colored in or that he colored in rather in the dojin where the guy is handcuffed, right? Some freaky shit's gonna go on with some handcuffs. And so then coincidentally on Fuji's desk is a pair of handcuffs. And she's like, yeah, I went to the store, I got a pair of fake handcuffs so I can draw it as reference, and then she wants to play around with him. So she's like, oh, you got arrested, and puts one side of the handcuffs on him. Well, Asagi, being stupid, was like, I got you too. And they're like, ha 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 ha. Let's find the key. There's no key.
No key.
So they're forced to go to the the post office, right? And they're like, let's just act inconspicuous. No one's gonna notice us. This will be fine. They're walking the street together, not holding hands, but handcuffed. And everybody and their mother is turning around like, oh, did they commit a crime? Did he cheat on her? Are they into some weird freaky shit? Why are they doing this weird freaky shit in public? It started going off, and they were like, all right, well, I guess people are noticing. And they're like, yeah, this is bad. So as they're walking, right, they're walking back, and you see a truck come, and you see Truck-kun come, and Fuji's on the opposite side, which is obviously for all the reasons, the unwritten rules of male and female or couple relationships. The man is always, or the person portraying the man should always be on the outside, and the person that's portraying the woman or is the woman should be on the inside, right? And so he pulls her back with the handcuffs, presses up against her to protect her, and then has his other hand on her waist really tight. And for the first time we see her skip a beat. She's like, oh my god, this is hot. And then she's kind of dozed off, not dozed off, zoned off. And Asagi's like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just thinking that I got to write this into my next dojin. And she's like, oh yay, right? And so then after they drop off the manuscript at the post office, they're like, oh, let's stop at the store. Their version of Don Quixote, right? They named it something else for copyright reasons. Let's go to Don Quixote. Let's get a pair of handcuffs, and we'll use the key from that set, and we'll open ourselves up. So they go to Don Quixote. They go to the handcuff set, and lo and behold, there's a little message at the bottom that says, features emergency release, no key required. And so then Fuji looks at Asagi and was like, are we both that stupid we didn't realize this? And Asagi's like, click, unlock, yay, we're free. And she's like, yeah, we're that stupid. And so that ends that scene. The second half of the episode, though, is kind of cute. It features Suo. And Suo basically, long story short, works herself to the bone. Just works herself sick. She ends up catching a cold. And she's, down and things of that nature. Fuji realizes it immediately. And she can't get off of work. So she calls Tokiwa and tells Tokiwa to come over to the bar. And so then, she fills him in on what's going on. Tokiwa looks at Suo. Suo's kind of acting normal. She's playing it off. And so then Tokiwa puts his hand, his hand on her face and was like, holy shit, you have a fever. And so then he walks her back home. And again, Suo's just playing it off. She seems cool. Everything's fine. She's like, she thanks him for coming in, says, sorry, I would invite you in, for tea, but I'm sick. Tokiwa's, you're good. Get some rest. Everything's happy. We're fine and dandy. And so then they leave, right? Close the door and interaction. Tokiwa still has the bag of stuff that Fuji made him get for colds and stuff. And she's like, oh, there's this, medicine, and there's a sick patch, the cold patch. I need to give this to her. So he knocks on the door. No one answers. He pulls on the door and notices that Suo never locked her door. So he opens the door and sees her just flat out collapsed on the floor and was like, what the hell? So then he's like, all right, well, excuse me, picks her up like the damsel in distress, which takes away Suo's like breath. She's like, oh my God, and drops her on the couch and like, gives her the medicine, gives her the cold patch, tells her what to do, like really takes control, right? And then basically Fuji's kind of like says like, I don't like people I don't want to show people my weakness. I don't like when people see this side of me. And Tokiwa, very slick, was like, oh, well, I guess I get to see a side of you that no one else sees. I'm really honored by that, right? And so then Suo's like, I should get changed, take off this wig. And Tokiwa is just there, right? He's kind of zoned in because he's so focused on helping her. And Suo's like, why? Do you want to see me get changed? And that hits in Tokiwa's head like, oh my God, naked woman. Can't see that. Nope. I'm leaving. Bye. Get better. And he fucks off. And the episode ends with Suo basically like, it's like, wow, he was really slick there, picking me up and trying to nurse me and be, like a guy. Like, oh man, that was hot. And so that ends that. And then last but not least, 365 Wedding. Give me a moment, because this was actually one of the more decent episodes as a whole. 365 Wedding. Ay, Dios. 365 Wedding. All right. 365 Wedding was pretty solid, as I mentioned. So basically, the previous episode ended with Rika asking Takuya on a date. And so they go on the date. And so basically, as we come to find out through the episode, the principle of the date is basically Rika trying to force Takuya to not be into her, right? And she recalls all of her times when like she like thought like, oh, they weren't into me. And this is wild. So she recalls the time in high school where there was a guy into her. She freaked the fuck out. Like he was gonna ask her out right before like I guess like an extended holiday. So she freaks out, doesn't leave the house, doesn't leave her room, doesn't leave her bed for like 3 days. She returns back from the holiday after the extended holiday, and the guy isn't there. And apparently he legitimately waited for her in the park night and day for 3 days until he caught fucking pneumonia. And she fucking just ghosted him and let him fucking catch pneumonia because she was too freaked out and couldn't believe that somebody was into her. And so she wants to not do that, but she wants to show Takuya that like, hey, I'm just a boring, average, like nobody bitch. Like you don't want me. And so they go on the date, and basically Rika's point of the date is to again make him uninterested. So she basically is in like like not workout clothes, but she's in like full like travel clothes, and she's just going to be going up and down the river, going up like at historic scenes of Japan, and she's got her map, and like she's just paying him no mind, like not stopping, not asking questions, whatever. She's just doing her own thing, but she's immersed in this again, partially to throw him off, but also because she does genuinely enjoy this stuff. And this is the type of stuff that she does on a consistent every weekend basis on her days off. And so her mindset through this entire time is like, oh, he must be bored. He must be tired. He must not want to like keep walking, keep seeing these things, and she tells him at several points, like, hey, you're free to go if, this isn't interesting you. Like, I know you might be tired. Like, you can sit down and wait for me. Like, just basically telling him to like fuck off without saying it. And so they get to a point and they have an upfront conversation. They're like, why aren't you bored? Why aren't you leaving me? Like, you're supposed to like say this date sucks. Like, I'm not getting anything from this. Fuck you. Bye. That's basically what she was expecting. Right. And Takuya is like, no, I actually love this date because I've never seen you so like into something. I've never seen you so focused and happy. And that makes me happy because I can tell that you're happy doing these things. And I don't mind doing these things in general anyway. It's not my first go-to, but I don't hate this at all. And she's like just taken aback. And they have a moment and they look into each other's eyes, and he grabs her and they kiss. They flat kiss.
They kiss.
Kissu.
Kissu.
Kissu. And they kiss for a long time. I was kind of expecting a little bit of drool, but it wasn't that type of show, so no drool to be had. But in any case,
it's supposed to be wholesome.
It's supposed to be wholesome, not rated R, like your boy Xavier Woods. But no, in any case, so they kiss for a long time. Everything's over, and basically Takuya inside internally is freaking out, like, oh my god, I kissed her, now I did it, now she's fucked, now she hates this, like whatever. And Rika's like, huh? And was like, I'm gonna leave now for the day, and I'll see you at work, and I'm gonna take a moment to process what happened. So bye. And so she leaves very calmly up the stairs, and she goes back home. She arrives back home, and she starts freaking out like a little girl, like, oh my god, believe we kissed. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Why would he kiss me? Oh my God, I really loved it. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She's just going like ape shit. And then the next day, right? They end up going to work together, seeing each other at work, and everything is so awkward because every time they look at each other, both of them keep replaying the kiss, keep replaying the kiss, keep relaying the kiss. And it's funny from that perspective. However, unbeknownst to them, that night after the kiss and after they went home, their boss, who was at work for overtime, received a call on her cell phone, and it concerned Rika and Takuya. And so the episode ends with their boss confronting them in the middle of their shift, saying, "Hey, I need you two to report to my office. I have something very important to discuss that has to do with the both of you." End episode. So one can presume that she may have received the phone call from the mysterious person, letting them know that their relationship is fake, and we're gonna see what happens with that on Thursday.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. And I'm done.
Alrighty, I've got a few. I'm gonna start with "You Are Miss Servants."
All right.
The show's too fucking cute. Let's see. Grace is gonna go away for a bit because she has a little hitman mission type of thing. So she's leaving everyone alone. She's leaving Hideyoshi, Yuki, Naka, Rico. Like, all right, you're on your own for a little bit.
All right.
But Hideyoshi's younger sister, Rico, talks to Yuki, like, hey, my brother's getting over. Has been kind of down for a bit. Like, why don't you try cheering Bob? Why don't you take him on a Christmas date?
Christmas date, though.
Yep. So Yuki tells Hideyoshi, like, hey, like, could you meet me over here? Type of thing. Mall area. She's not in the maid uniform. Beautiful winter outfit. He's caught off guard. Like, oh, what the fuck? She's like, oh, your sister told me that this is something that you wanted, like a date. So the sister's like, you got this. Like, I believe in you. So they're walking around and everything. And Hideyoshi blurts out, like, like, this is another reason why I love snow. Like, it's beautiful and all that. And Yuki means snow. So
yes, I knew that.
So yeah, I don't say for the people that don't know,
for the people,
Hideyoshi just looked at her face because she has like this happy expression. She's like, "Oh, did I say something wrong?" She says, "No, I was just happy to hear say that you loved me."
Aww.
So he's like, "Ah, shit."
That's so cute.
But the date went well, and the sister again is prying. So she doesn't tell Hideyoshi this, but it's like does a little date quiz, like about the person you care about and everything. Like just say yes or no. Like have you touched physically? Have you said I loved you or anything like that? Like all these, and his answer was like 96%. In the yep, you're in love. And she doesn't have it. It's like, okay, hell, look, you made you. Hey, Yuki, I'm going to give you a test. Let me know what you think. And just yes, 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 yes. 100%.
100%.
Yeah, so Rika's is like, oh my God, it's like 100. It's like 196%.
That shit sounds like I tried to prove science, like I'm not in love or whatever the name of that show is.
I didn't watch that one.
I didn't either, but that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. So all three of them are hanging out underneath the Katatsu. Hideyoshi was accidentally bumping his foot into Yuki, and then Yuki's like, "What the fuck?" Like no, he's like, "No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that."
Sure.
I'm not saying, "Hey, let's go with the bedroom and give me some maid duties."
Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm.
But he got a text, and Papa's coming. Yay! Yay! That's gonna be awkward, but I hope we get some growth from Hideyoshi. Like, hey, Dad, fuck you. That was where that episode ended. We got Shangri-La Frontier next. We are finally back into the Shangri-La game because the last 3 or so episodes has been the side game. And that's been kind of annoying me. Like, I get, rage quit. You got to play another game to decompress, but it didn't need to be 3 fucking episodes.
That's a lot of decompression.
Yes.
It's a lot of rage games.
Even though it was like basically over the course of a day, basically, in like in his time. But
sure.
So he's back in Shangri-La. He talks to Emil. Like, oh yeah, how you been and everything? What I miss? So yeah, she's like, oh, good news. My brother, who's like prince of this Rabbitapalooza thing, this rabbit village. So oh yeah, she said he found another player who that the unique boss seems worthy. Akane Akitsu. And she, since he knows more about the rabbit village, and Sanraku's like, wait. So that special quest that I was given by like the chief of this village, now apparently this other person might get it. I thought it was exclusive to me. He's like, what the fuck? So he's having this internal struggle with himself. Like he thought he had something. He had something cool for himself in this video game, while shaking the poor bunny, shaking the poor bunnies. It's like, you know what? I gotta go right now. I gotta meet up people for tomorrow, which is basically 2 people from the game he was playing. He convinced them to come join the game, have a little meet type of thing, like information, all that. And was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tag along." I was like, "No, you're staying here." Like, what? But you've been leaving me behind these past days. What the fuck? I'm like, all right, look, I got an important job for you. If you see this Akane Akitsu, you're going to keep her here, distract her, and if you see her, call me, and I will be right over. And here, it says your rabbit here. There's a giant fucking carrot. She's like, fine, yes, I'll take the carrot. I'll do this for you. And his blacksmith, Bielik, is like, oh, like, hey, look, Sanraku, you're back. Good news. Your legendary weapons, they're done. Like I finished crafting them. And we get a little flashback of what type of weapon he wanted, because he wanted more than twin blades, and these are gauntlets. And these gauntlets are really fucking big, because he can't equip like armor or anything like that due to the curse from the character that killed him. So anywhere where the mark is, he cannot put equipment on. That's why he's like shirtless, just wearing shorts. He cannot wear anything else.
Naked.
Oh no, you know, like there's like you only wear the shorts. He can't wear like pants, leggings, and like no torso, no nothing like that. So that's why he got mad, because the legendary weapons he did have, like something that he could use, he cannot because of the curse. That's why he raged like now these people that I worked with, now they're gonna use them, and they didn't do shit to get them. I did the work. So they're gonna flex on me, basically.
Flex on a hoe.
Yep. So he takes the gauntlets. He starts going adventuring, and during his adventuring, he saw that he cannot equip the gauntlets because he doesn't have a lot of vitality. But he has stuff in his inventory to increase that vitality. So now he can do them. He just basically has to change helmet. So instead of wearing the bird mask, he has to wear a certain helmet to get that vitality.
It's always when you play games, like you're in order to get like all the good shit, your character just looks ugly as fuck with like unmatching shit.
That's how it was for me in fucking Dark Souls. Like it's like a weird looking mask, but it increases your endurance, equipment load.
Yeah.
Like it does all this shit,
but it doesn't go whatsoever with the rest of the fucking outfit. But you need the mask.
Yeah, but you need all those. Like I have to keep these.
Yeah.
So while Sanraku he gets that sorted out, and it's like, well, you know what? I really shouldn't do this adventure part by myself. Like, so who can I rely on? I don't. It's like, nope, definitely not these two. I don't want Toa or the other one. So let's match his Saiger Zero, and the person that plays that Saiger Zero is the girl that has a crush on him, but he doesn't know that. So she gets this, and you just hear she gets like a little inner squeal. It's like what's wrong? Like, I need to log out for a minute. So she logs out like, oh my god, he invited me to play with him in this game. Like she's squealing and all this. Okay, I can log back in now, but. On the other side, Sanraku sees that she logged off. She didn't know why.
Bye.
Strict ass letter. It's like, what do you mean you logged out? no. It's like, all right, fine, I'll do it by myself till then. And of course, Arena Boss, and it's like this giant, like scrapyard golem type of thing. I forgot the name of it. It's like fucking tall, like all this other stuff, and he's gonna test out these gauntlets. And before we get more of the fight, credits. But in the after credit, you see the Psycho Zero, just like like she's like all happy, she's giddy. It's like, oh, like he's gonna be here in like an hour. I can't wait. She's like gonna treat this like a date, even though it's like I'm escorting Saraku to the destination, and we're gonna fight some monsters and kick some ass. So I can't wait to see what he does with these gauntlets, and I can't wait for more Sega Zero Sunraku interactions. So fun stuff. I'm glad we're back into the main game now.
Nice.
Let's see. Negative, positive angler. And holy shit! People are slowly finding out about Tsunehiro's little disease.
Oh, no.
Because he's been trying to hide it. He has not told anyone. But, what'd you call it? He ate a bad fish. And he was freaking out a little bit to himself because, it's been 6 months, but I haven't felt any difference. Like migraine or anything like that. Because again, it's in his brain. And as he's about to go throw up, the phone dropped out of his hand, and Taki, he caught it, and he read what he was looking up, which was his condition. But he didn't say anything. He's like, oh yeah, nope. All right, just go do your thing. I'm gonna go. I'll cover your ship downstairs.
Bleh.
Yeah, while he's throwing up from eating the bad fish. He talks to Ice, has Tsunohiro ever said anything weird to you lately and all this? About a month ago, he asked me, what would you do if you had 2 years left to live and everything? And he's like, oh, he told you that, huh?
Yeah, don't say.
So basically, yeah, so he's getting kind of concerned because we find out 3 years ago he lost his actual brother.
To the same disease?
No, to something completely different. But he still lost someone close to him.
Sure.
So it's was brother type of thing, go to the doctor, get a second opinion type of thing. So he actually confronts Tsunohiro about that. And Tsunohiro's kind of making an excuse type of thing, oh, I don't have my insurance card and all that. He's trying to brush it off.
Like I'm brushing my hair right now.
Yes, exactly. So I was we'll find it. I know another doctor. Also what triggered that in the beginning, Machida, he got into an accident, he fell. And when they were about to go visit him at the hospital, it was the hospital where he got that diagnosis. That's why he kind of ran off. Nope, I'm not going in there.
Nope, fuck that shit.
No, because basically he just want a doctor oh yeah, hey, how's your tumor? Basically.
Yeah, has it gotten any bigger? The opposite of your dick. I'm just kidding.
So that gets brushed off, and Tsunohiro's working over the counter, and he gets a weird customer. And he says, hey, does Taki work here? It's yeah, but he's off today. Who are you? It's oh, I'm his uncle.
I was going to say his doctor.
No, I'm his uncle, and basically he hasn't came home since his brother died. Ran away, not saying a word. And he hasn't visited his grave since he died. So Tsunohiro didn't know any of this. So I'm just all right, well, I'll be sure to let him know. But as Tsunohiro and Taki get home, there's an argument. Taki's you're just gonna brush off this other doctor thing, you just want to die, don't you, type of thing.
Yep.
And Tsunohiro's what the fuck do you know? What do you know? You're one to talk because your uncle came by and he said you ran away. So stop pretending you give a shit about me and all this.
Stop being let he without sin cast the first stone.
Exactly. So Taki, he got upset, he ran out while Tsunohiro was basically
doing what you normally do, running.
Yeah, basically. And Tsunohiro was actually crying in the apartment because now he doesn't really want to die. That's why he said fuck getting treatments and everything, because like what does he have to live for? It's like he's actually having a life. So it's like now I was like, oh, like I guess he's like it's too late for the treatment. He doesn't know. But I'm like, fuck.
Well, money that you're not giving these people, these debt collectors, you can use that money to pay for some even more expensive treatments.
That's right. The debt's been paid. That's been paid off.
I see.
Taki paid it for him. That's why I was like, okay, like I pay off your debt. So basically, when you get paid, you just give me some of that money.
Now, if you would have told him, like, hey, I'm dying of cancer, I can't give you money. I need the money for this.
No, like he just left it himself. I'm like, fuck.
Stupid.
Yeah, so we got 2 more of this. I'm like, all right, I need to know how this ends. Let's go.
With his death, because that seems inevitable.
Yeah, I guess going back into death. But no, he's actually friends with the loan shark now, because he helped them.
Yes, he is.
No, because basically it was a big rainstorm and they needed shelter. They brought him in. Had a hot pot, everything. It's like, you know what? Thank you. If you need anything, let me know. Even money. It's like even money. So that might come into play. We'll see. All right, next up, 2.5 Dimension Seduction. Beach episode. We knew this was happening.
Oh yay.
Because it's not an ecchi harem without a beach episode.
Yes.
And also they're basically doing this for a photo shoot, like beach swimwear photo shoots for your photo ops that you sell. And
just ask Stardom about that.
Yeah, basically. So I guess Rossio Ogawa produced this episode.
Got to have, right?
Well, it involves high schoolers, so it had to be him.
Hey, he goes as low as middle school, bro.
I know. So Mayuri actually tells Okamura, like, this would be good for you too, because you need to see the cosplayers as the actual people instead of just these figurines. It helps you get better photos.
Actual people means tits.
No, like the actual people that are dressing up, not just, you can't see them as these figurines anymore. I get you like 3D, but basically she's trying to sway him into being into 2D girls.
Fuck.
But he's like, okay, like I'll try type of thing. Girl's got the swimwear on, and Okamura, he takes his shirt off and he's fucking jacked.
I told you in the chat.
He's fucking jacked. And yeah, he does the workouts from Hunter x Hunter and fucking One Punch Man. That's how he got this ripped. It's like, you work out? Like, yeah, all otakus work out, don't you?
No.
Like I was saying, like, where was this in the court of law for otakus?
It should be.
I mean, sure, cool. I mean, no, look, for real, good for him.
Hey, you know.
If he actually gave a shit about 2D women, he would actually get women.
This is just every time you talk about this show, it's equally as funny as it is frustrating. I would be throwing shit every episode, Matt. Every episode, I would be throwing.
That's the thing, though, with Okamura, he actually has been slowly progressing and growing as a character as this goes on. Despite that,
he's finally hitting puberty.
It's just a mental block for him because he's like even said to
picture titties, yeah, fake real titties. No,
but unfortunately, another girl has a crush on Okamura. It's not just Mikari,
of course.
It's Arya because she helped him out with reunite with her dad and everything. It's like oh, I might actually like this guy.
You reunited me with my dad. Let me blow you.
Yeah, basically this cosplay Marin, but
cosplay. Hey, bro.
No, she looks exactly like Marin with the blonde hair and everything.
Did you? That reminds me. Did you see the video I sent you on Instagram the other day?
Not yet. I didn't look at it yet.
Oh, it has to do with a blonde girl talking about sucking dick. So hey, maybe you can correlate the two. Blonde Asian Japanese girl talking about sucking dick.
So it's like she was like, oh shit, now I'm also feeling for this guy. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
He's hot. He's got a body.
Yeah, they're all blessed except for Noah. But
wait till season 2 when Gojo takes off his shirt. Inevitably. Ooh.
I mean, I mean, yeah, but
Orange gonna have a puddle on the floor.
Exactly. Okay, so basically they take a break, haunted house. Mikari is hoping to go with Okamura, but she doesn't. So luck of the straw. So Okamura is with Arya. Arya gets really scared, and it got to the point where Okamura was like, "You know what? I'll carry you there," even though she's like more toned, like a little muscular. Like, plus she's like tall and all that. It's like, I might be like, nope. Hey, did you see me? Did you see me this morning? I fucking lift.
Look at these gains, though.
Look at my gains. Like, behold my glorious gains. Yeah,
the glorious house of gains.
Yes, yeah, permission to bask in my sexy.
Bask in my glory.
Yeah, but yeah, since they were the first ones to finish this little haunted house walk, Arya had a little heart-to-heart with Okamura. And then basically, why only 3D girls? And it's like, well, like, I actually did, like, regular people at a time. But it was more of how quickly my mom moved on after the divorce type of thing. Like, with, like, full of other people. So basically, it's more of, like, it made him like lose trust in people, but like with the 3D people.
So my mom was a whore, and now I don't want to be one.
Basically. But Arya actually comforts him, cheers him up, type of thing. Like actually has worse, like good, bad, all that happens. That should not like take away from like how you view the world and everything. And Okamura, all of a sudden, like, had tears in his eyes. He's like, why am I crying? Because like, basically no one ever talked to him about anything. And someone was nice enough to give a damn to, like, sympathize, whatever you want to call it. Not Lisa, not the childhood friend, fucking Arya. So that was nice. The next day, the actual cosplay photo shoot, the girls are in costume. And Okamura, he actually does improve, and it wasn't because of Lilisa, it's because of Mikari. And Okamura needs to take a break. It was a little too much. And as he's passing out, he leaned on Mikari's shoulder. And she stayed there in those 2 hours that he passed out while, Lilisa and all that were hanging out outside. She's like, okay, it's kind of like my chance. Of course, the girls come back in. Lily says something. I forgot what he said, but Okamura focused more on her again. Mikari's just like in her head, what the fuck? All right, I need some air. I'll be right back. And Lisa checks up on her. It's like, no, fuck you. Like, look, I love Okamura, not you. End episode. That was the penultimate. So we'll see how that goes for the finale. Next up, Dan to Dan. Picked up what I thought was that awkward, Okaru, Momo, Arya, naked in school.
They're not naked. They're fucking in underwear.
No, Okamura was naked. He was full naked.
They always got to make the guy seem like the pervert. Why couldn't the girl be fucking naked?
Like, but this fucking nurse. He's like, hey, who's been bullying you? I will not. She had a flogger. Like, I will not tolerate bullying. Like, is she gonna whip these kids? Is gonna do BDSM to these kids? And fucking one of the teachers comes in, like, hey, how dare you interrupt me? Like, get out here, get out. And she takes him outside, like, I'll be right back, kids. Whips him, like, get out.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? So they got the kids, they got clothes on. What you call it? Ira's friends come and like, I'll get away from these losers. Did they hurt you? Like, were you violated, embarrassed? This fucking whore over there. What did she do to you? She forced you. So they leave. Momo's alone with Okarun. She actually gets mad at Okarun because I gotta go. So explain why you're on top of this slut. Like, no, it wasn't like that. Like, if you actually listen to me, like, I didn't kiss her, I didn't pin her down. Like, so what are you doing? I was working out, and then she tried to kiss me. I tried to tell her back up, and then we slipped. That was it.
You're working out naked.
No, like this is like before all that happened.
Oh.
Yeah, like when it was like clothed out, before the aliens came and everything came to shit.
Ah, god damn it.
And she's like, okay, so like, why didn't you tell me? It's like, well, I wanted to get stronger, and I wanted to, like, I wanted to be a surprise. Like, I wanted to look cool in front of you. Like, I wanted
match your hotness.
Basically, like, I wanted to see me as a cool guy. I'm like, oh,
love me.
So that made Momo kind of happy. She wouldn't admit it, but I saw that fucking smile. You can't fool me. And then fucking Momo's friends came in. Like, this is what happened. It was a threesome. It was a love triangle threesome. That's why.
Oh yes.
It's like that. That's not. But sure.
Spot on.
Sure.
Spot
and on. Fucking Arya's classmates, they're like all checking about her, like, oh, like she's so popular. Like, all right, so let's ruin. How are we gonna ruin Momo's life? How are we gonna do it? How are we ever gonna tar and feather? Like, just say the word, we'll do it.
Do it.
And Arya has changed her heart, saying, no, that's not true. Like, she's not a whore. Like, I made that up to make her look bad. And all these class were like, whatever. It left her. Like, all right, you're not cool anymore. How dare you try to be honest, have friends?
Boo.
I thought you were cool. I thought you're popular.
Psych.
Yeah. So Momo, Arya, they talk about you didn't rat me out or anything. You didn't say shit, huh? I was like, so that's slowly trying to get
the McDonald's employee.
Yep. Exactly.
Luigi.
Hey, Luigi, he was the best guy around.
Bro, it's crazy. When you get caught, you end up turning batshit crazy.
No, the fucking McDonald's employee ratted him out. What did that get him? Nothing.
$60,000.
No, he didn't get it.
Why not?
They're like, no, he ain't getting shit.
How many times does it happen? Like, oh, if you snitch, we'll give you money, and then you snitch and you get no money. That happens so much.
But no, he didn't get anything. So I was like, what was the point?
Get a bad guy off the streets.
Fuck it. He was not. It's funny. It was a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Watch it be the one that Trump worked in for the day.
Oh God!
Just imagine.
I bet you Trump will hire into his cabinet.
Well, it's a whole circus with all the people he wanted to bring in. So why not? Why not?
Until we find out he was caught up on some child porn charges. That's why he's working at Walmart.
Yep, pretty much.
Or not Walmart, a McDonald's. Sorry.
Yep. But they're all at the grandma's house, and we got a knock on the door. It was the alien that was attacking them in the previous episodes. This Mr. Mantis Shrimp. He's injured. He's all battered, bruised. They actually patched him up. They have a heart type of thing.
Oh, how lovely.
So we find out why Mantis Shrimp. No, he's not really a bad guy. Basically, the economy in their home planet is shit, and he needed money for his son's blood transfusions because he needs that every day type of thing. Also, the grandma thinks aliens do not exist, and when there's one right in front of her, no, it's fucking fake type of thing.
It's just a cosplay. That's an alien cosplay.
I forgot what she called it, but I was like, I forgot what it was though. And then, while the grandma was hearing this alien sob story, she's like, "Bullshit, hang on." Like, what do you mean bullshit? And basically, she has a cart. She brings out a carton of milk. It's like, okay, where are you going with this? So I can smell your blood, and basically, their blood is basically like milk. So basically, just get a lot of milk, make your son drink it, he'll be fine. So they give the alien a cow to take to the UFO, so they have milk. It's like, all right, cool. So Mr. Mantis Shrimp goes on his merry way. He says, "Thank you. If you need anything, give me a call. I'll come help you." So they got ally with an alien. But out the other matter in hand. Basically, since their school uniforms got destroyed, they got to beg the grandma for money. And the grandma's like, "Okay, I'll give it to you, except for my granddaughter." It's like nope, like fuck you. So basically, all right, fine. You want to do this impersonation of this random guy. So if you do that, keep up that act for like an hour. I'll buy you a school uniform too. And so she does like little deep voice type of thing, like a guy type of thing. Here's a knock on the door. And we have Mr. Jin, her childhood friend, and someone she had a crush on. And Grandma told Okarun this. So dun dun dun. Like what the fuck? Now he's got competition. Next up, is a Netflix series, Beastars. I'm not gonna talk about all the episodes. It's the final season, part 1. But we left off. Legacy. He dropped out of school. Was living on his own. We get more about Legacy, who we find out he's a cross species.
He's a mutt.
Yeah, because what you call it? His grandfather is actually a Komodo dragon.
Okay.
No,
I know it's Beastars, but
that's it. So basically, because the grandfather Goshun, he fell in love with a gray wolf, got married, and they had a kid, and
so the wolf fucked the dragon and had him.
No. First Legoshi's mother, like beautiful gray wolf, and also had the genetic mutations of the Komodo dragon, like scales underneath the fur. But over time, it got to the point where the scales would pop up more instead of the fur. And it led to the point where she actually killed herself. Because she was a model when she was younger. And they want basically interspecies, like interspecies type is very rare, taboo type of thing. That didn't want to be harassed, didn't want her son harassed, and basically led to her in her own life. So the grandfather was actually taking care of Legacy the whole time, basically. Because his dad's dead too, so we don't know what happened with that. And we actually meet the actual Beastar. Hold on, what's his name again?
These nuts.
No.
I joke. I know.
I'm trying to find his Yaya, and he's a horse. And like he's also badass too. And you find out actually him and Goshun were partners back in the day, like 40 years ago. So like they're going to be the Beastars together. But that friendship ended because Goshun fell in love with someone. It's like, okay, I don't want to help you with this anymore. That type of thing. So it's like basically you always saw Goshun as a trade type of thing. And we actually get our main villain for this. His name is Melon, who is also a hybrid type of thing with a gazelle and a cheetah. And he's also like running the drug cartel in this black market. He's now the new head leader of the Shishigumi that Louis ran and everything. And he shot Legoshi like in the stomach during their first encounter. Like holy shit, because they're trying to find out who the actual leader is, type of thing. And John Legacy and threw him in the middle of the nightclub after shooting him.
Jesus.
I was like, holy shit. And the last episode for the part 1 of this final season, Legacy was talking to Melon, the tattoo artist, and since the tattoo artist is sloth, he's like slow talking. Like everything that happened like hours ago, he's like bringing up now. Like how like Melon's lonely type of thing because of who he is and everything, like hates himself. And Legacy, like while talking to like maybe I could try to interact with him, like maybe I could try to befriend him because he's also someone that's a mixed species type of thing. And out of nowhere, you hear another gunshot, got shot in the ear. And it turns out Melon basically set the whole fucking thing up just to lure him here. Just so you can try to actually kill him this time. And that part 1 ended where basically Legacy tied up in the chair, just pushed him off, saying, "Well, back." So that was the cliffhanger there. So a lot of moving parts for the actual conclusion whenever that comes out. All the characters are great, obviously. They definitely talk about segregation because, all the stuff that happened in the high school with herbivore and carnivores, that they're now separated separate classes. The only people that are trying to fix that is the drama club, the one where all this drama, all this nonsense happened with carnivores eating herbivores, all that. That incident from last year.
Right.
So they're trying to fix that with having this play to show there's actual unity and everything. I gave this 3 3/4. Very fun. Again, since we knew it was going to be a part 1, part 2, just how they set it up, how they built up Melon. Ghost is a badass. The grandfather, he's fucking cool. The Beastars nice, and just hearing them all dub again, really good. GodApp, we get our main villain, the main villain, Echo, who we thought was the new main character. Turns out it was the villain the whole time. Who's the one that's impersonating God? I wrote the script. I'm changing everything. Basically canceled out the other people's powers. Oh yeah, you weren't here for all this. All the things with the GodApp, all the powers had to make the God. It's all a fabricated reality type of thing that some guy made with this app to create a God. So while all that is going on, there's gonna be a nuclear explosion blowing up everything around the world. So the reason why they were trying to find a god in this GodApp type of thing was to try to beat Eiko, who is now in the whole mastermind god thing in that. So Lau tries to fend her off, and basically Akisu has a great idea.
What's that?
Well, they're all going to combine their powers. Well, first distract the Echo. So he uses time powers to kind of freeze God for a bit. Lal says, "Hey, everyone, give me your power so we could do this type of thing." They're creating a new being. Actually, it's not a new being. It's a Goro from season 1 who disappeared. So since Lal had Goro's powers, gave that type of thing. Akitsu uses his time powers to revert control time and make it this is where he is now, his physical body type of thing. They did all of this, and so Goro canceled out those nuclear explosions, reversed time in that outside world, and it ends with Echo seeing Goro. So basically, it could be a God versus God type of thing. I'm holy shit, let's go. Don't doubt Yokotaro's vision.
Don't doubt it.
Don't doubt it. No. And finally, Sumo Show. This is my penultimate. And this one was really sad.
Oh.
Because you weren't here when I talk about it. It wasn't a reincarnation. It's a possession.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, basically, Take couldn't move on to the afterlife because she was afraid that her husband and daughter wouldn't be okay. And the reason why she took over that little girl's body because that little girl was sad and she was the only one that was around, that type of thing. So she took over that body.
So where's the little girl?
Not that was the thing, she's still in there. There was a time where Take did leave that body, but the problem was when Marika woke up, anything that time she was possessed in that year, didn't remember anything of it. So basically, her last memory was her mom was still abusive, even though she's nice now. So Kisuke is ready to move on. You find out now it's the daughter now. Because the daughter believes, Mai believes that she's reincarnated.
Mm-hmm.
But this episode starts with Kisuke telling Mai, like, hey, me and Mori are getting married. Like, we have to move on. That way your mother could leave Marika's body so she can have her life back. Denial, like, oh, you're fucking with me type of thing. I know, like that is mom. So she leaves, goes with her fiance for a bit. And Marika's talking to Mai, basically like I know you're gonna be okay. You did all this yourself. Like you got a new job. You're getting married. Like I'm happy for you, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need me here. You're gonna be okay. So it's just Mai dealing with like the 5 stages of grief type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she calms down a bit. She's at her dad's home, and Mai's like, well, if you do get married, there's a chance there mom might not go anywhere. It's like, maybe not. It's like, what are you gonna do then? I'll figure something out. And she like blows up. It's like, why are you so adamant on her leaving? It's like, Mai, listen, she is dead.
Oh,
Like, she died. I am sorry. Like, this is not a miracle or anything. She has taken over this little girl's body and cannot move on unless she knows that we are both okay to move on, to move forward, to have that happy life.
Someone's not happy though.
Yeah, so and how's that fair to Marika's mother that you just holding her here just for that small glimmer of hope?
Mm-hmm.
And he even says, like, I am sorry that I let you grieve alone. That I shouldn't have done that. Like, I should have been there for you when this happened. So I take blame for that.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Mai finally accepts it. And the episode ends with there's a Ferris wheel. All 3 of them are there. So basically, this is where they're basically going to have their goodbyes in the finale. It's like, damn.
That was dark and sad.
It was but needed.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I need this. Like, there was like nothing silly because these past few have been very dramatic, very serious about everything that is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved it for that. Now I'm done.
All of almost 45 minutes.
Almost, yeah.
All good.
Well, as a fan, it's usually shorter because it's more of me and Chris have more than you and I. So, like, I have more solos when it's you.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. But let's go on. Let us start with. Let's start with Ramba.
Let me rant for 2 seconds because I haven't been here for 5 weeks.
Okay, fine. I'm like, you know what?
I want this known to the public because I've let my group know. I've let all my group know, and everyone disagrees with me. I don't care. I don't care. These last 3 episodes with the figure skaters have been dog shit, dog water, awful. I loathe both that fucking little like spoiled bitch and the fucking like what's it called, Ricky Starks wannabe fucking figure skater dude. I loathed them. I hated them. I was so fucking glad when they fucking finally finished it. So happy when it was over. I was like, thank fuck, get the fuck off my TV. Please don't ever come back to this goddamn show. I was so like, it was a chore. I've liked Ranma and like all like the main characters for a good portion of the season, right? I've never hated this show by any stretch of the imagination. But the last 3 weeks of watching Ranma has been an absolute fucking chore in my mind. It's been a chore, except for literally after they got rid of those bitches, when they finally brought in who we're going to talk about today. I was like, thank God, another good character. I can get back into Ranma now. Fucking hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh, you'll probably see him again now, just for that.
I hope the fuck not.
Yeah, you totally will.
I hope the fuck not. And the worst part is I can't fast forward. It's not like
No.
wrestling where you don't like something, you can fast forward it. Can't do that with anime.
I mean, you could.
Well, you're right. I did that for the what's it called, the Chainsaw Man vomit scene. I fast forwarded that shit.
Oh, you could definitely fast forward. But no, Rama and Ryoga, they finally defeated those two annoying twins. They're not twins. Like, you know who they are.
Who gives a fuck?
But we get another new character because it's not they're not going to relax. It's not all sunshine and rainbows type of thing.
Never.
We have a new girl, Shampoo.
She is awesome.
I was like, yo, who's she? Hold on. Hit me up. Hit me up.
I can fix her.
I don't think I want her.
You don't think you want to fix her?
If I get that kiss of death, it's over.
I want the second kiss.
Yeah. Basically, Shampoo wants Rama. Like the female Rama. I need female Rama because she ruined my life. Because we go flashback when Rama and Dad were veterans. This is when Rama was a girl. Ate Shampoo's food. Like, this is not for you, type of thing. You didn't do anything to deserve this. Like, all right, well, how about fight me, let's go.
Okay.
And no one can beat me. Like, I am the best at everything.
And they use weapons, by the way. In this thing, they're all using like these crazy battle like weapons. And Ranma just got hands.
Ranma one hit.
One hit, fucking sidekick,
and gives the female Rama, a kiss on the cheek. And they're like, no, you don't understand. No,
you're going to die.
That is the kiss of death. That means she will hunt you to the ends of time until you are dead.
And she does.
Yep, found him. But this time, male Rama knocks her ass down.
And she takes it differently this time.
And then, Rama was about to run away because nope, I'm not getting a double death. I am leaving. But Champion goes to male Rama, kisses him on the lips.
Full on makeout in front of Akane, in front of her family, in front of Pete-chan, aka Ryoga.
I'm like, oh my god.
That's his first kiss. No, did he kiss?
The ice skater.
No, not the ice skater. The ice skater was the first kiss.
Yeah, for the female Rama. Now, male Rama, it's Shampoo.
Akane should go and kiss her.
None of them is Akane.
None of them are Akane.
Oh my god.
I loved it. The second part was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for more Shampoo.
Hey, Papa.
Let's go with Forbidden Deductions.
This was a weird episode. I just finished watching it right before we got on air. It was a weird episode.
Yeah, this definitely cooled down, but since this is gonna be like the last case, this better be House of M.
Yeah, because I mean, they you'll get to it in a second with the father, but I'm thinking it has to be M with the whole principle.
Yeah, because if not, then this whole season
London.
is a waste of time. Yeah,
it's London.
Yep. But yeah, basically, they're all talking. It's a dinner thing from like 17 years ago. And they go around the room, introduce themselves. Ron figures out what they do for work.
Mm-hmm.
Like taxi driver, security,
gardener.
Yep.
Doctor.
They do. Then the chef comes out with the menus, but something is off. Every course, there's always a different, shocked, disgusted, hey, Neko. There's always this reaction of, no, I shouldn't be eating this or something's not right. And we'll get to that later, because that comes into play later.
Mm-hmm.
It got to a point where one of them, the old man leaves.
The doctor.
Oh, it was the doctor, yeah. The
doctor left first.
Basically, slowly, they're leaving. I can't eat.
Yep. I'm full. I don't feel good. I'm tired.
Even though it's yo, these food, all this food looks fucking good. What's wrong? It's not poison. This is...
Unlike your, what was it that you tried to make again? Your beef Wellington?
Oh my god, no, that's
the antithesis of your beef Wellington.
Yeah. That turned to like a poor man / fancy meatloaf with how deformed it came out.
At least your Big Macs look good.
Those are good. Those are good.
It's hard to fuck up a burger. I'm sorry, you know.
No, it's not.
I mean,
No,
you went to the extra effort with the sauce and all that. So
yeah, I actually looked up how to make the Big Mac sauce. It wasn't yellow like it, but it had the same exact flavor in it.
yeah.
But no, I will get a rematch with that one.
It's not once in a lifetime.
No, everything was fine except for that puff pastry that was still frozen and it broke apart before I wrapped it around it.
So you need to mash those skills with the cream puff. He's
Yeah,
got all the skills with the puff.
Make this fancy potion and it turns to a cream puff all of a sudden. Yes. Yeah, no. So I gotta get an actual puff pastry this time instead of that frozen shit.
Duly noted.
Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be a while because again that shit was expensive. But basically we can do the dinner thing.
Yep.
Toto tells Ron, like, you know, like there everyone like, you know, everyone was acting weird, like, you know, like maybe like an allergy type of thing. Like, I don't know, like there's something weird.
We'll ask him tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Dead body
number 1.
Dead body number 1, and it was the guard. Got stabbed with an ice pick. There's flowers around.
No one noticed it was a vase. There's a fucking vase.
Yeah.
I feel like Toto should. I don't know why Toto doesn't like. I guess because it's not his job. I feel like he should have like a detective's kit that has like, you know, let me look for fingerprints. Let me, you know, get like vials of DNA. There's like mobile DNA.
He's not. I don't think he's licensed and all that or training for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's his job. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Like he's just there. It's like, you know, like ask questions, try to solve the case. That's a different.
I mean, you know, if in Ranma you can get kicked in the face with an ice skate blade and not die and not get your head fucking chopped off with it, why can't you just fucking look up mobile DNA by the detective? I mean, that's not as far fetched.
Well, they said
with a fucking blade and living without bleeding.
Well, they said no cell service. All transportation is blocked out. They're isolated in this.
Yes, that is
weird
true.
Island.
That is true.
And
Tucci.
And this fucking old man is just like, you know what? I'm leaving.
Fuck this.
And he's like, Rod, fuck you. You specifically. It's like, you ruined my life. And I was like, what did I do?
I don't know you, bro.
It's like 17 years ago. Like, I was 3. 3.
How did I ruin your life at 3?
I mean, if you were the son of the kid, yes, but
I mean, shit.
So it's like, but the guy comes down to biz, like, you know, I can notice how you, but someone similar to you, like same hair, the scar, the eyes,
the scar,
like the fit on your neck.
No, he didn't say the thing on his neck. He's definitely said the scar though, and he was like, "Oh, what do you mean? He doesn't have a scar." And then Ron disappears, and then we see.
Yeah, well, before that, was like he's like talking about like you know, there was a man I was talking to, but the weird part is like the thing we ate, it was the exact same thing.
Exact same meal course. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly like that. And what was he like driving people? You know, they drive around town.
He was a taxi driver in London, and he was a drug mule.
Yeah, he was a smuggler.
Yes.
Yep. And yeah, Ron leaves, and Toto tells her like, you know what, just go back inside for right now. And Ron's like, this can't be right because you know, like the description's there, but like didn't he like? And Toto's like, didn't you say he died before you met him?
Yeah.
And but he couldn't ponder too long because another
dead body number 2
in a hot tub.
No, in the onsen
bathroom or whatever. Like he's in the bath, nice hot bath, dead.
Nice cold dagger in the heart.
Yeah, like these ice picks are fucking.
No, that was a knife. That was a kniff.
The kniff. I was like these objects.
That was a kniff.
Yes, but we got 3 more of these.
Indeed.
You know what? I'm gonna say it's the lawyer, the Dio voice actor. I'm just gonna blame Dio. It's always Dio.
It's always Dio.
It's always Dio.
You thought it was me, but no.
That was like,
I'm not gonna. You think it's a lawyer? I think.
He thinks the 17-year-old is changed students.
No, I think it's the chef.
Yeah, that could be. That's another one.
I think it's I'm just a chef. I don't know how many times you got to say I'm just a chef. I'm just a
Yeah,
chef.
I'm just a chef. Damn it.
Sure you are.
Sure.
And Ron is just your average pastry worker. Yeah.
Yeah, who just like putting black syrup over everything.
Yeah.
If he did that in front of me with the soup, I would punch him. Like, no. Stop it.
That's so gross when you really think about it.
I was like, what is this special black syrup sugar fit? Like, I'm going to find it to see what's so special about it.
Are you sure?
So, hey, like, what is the secret ingredient? If it's licorice, we're fighting.
Put it on your Big Mac instead of Big Mac sauce.
Exactly.
Ew.
God, those things are just hard to bite because they're big. It's not like the smash burger size, like actually like a burger size.
Yeah, thick and juicy, eh?
Thick and juicy. That's how I like it.
No.
So that was the only time I fucked up my diet, but it actually wasn't as bad. It actually wasn't bad.
No, it looked great as fuck.
No, because I weigh myself every 2 weeks. So,
nice.
during like Thanksgiving week and all that, I only gained like 1.5 pounds. So you know what, that's fine. Because actually, overall, I lost 20. So that's the case.
Really? You lost 20 pounds?
That's about in these 70 days. Yeah.
You look the same. No disrespect.
No. That's fine.
Respectfully, you look the same. So
No. Like
when you hear 70 pounds, you think of somebody who looks like a cancer patient. But
no, not 70. I said this 70 days. It's been 70 days. But yes.
Oh, at least you lost 70 pounds.
You
weren't that big, bro. What?
No. I only lost 20.
Okay.
No, I've been keeping track of the calorie intake.
It's wild though when you think I lost 20 pounds, right? And you look better and all this stuff, and then when you really like pick up a 20-pound weight, and you were carrying that.
Yeah,
it's impressive. When no matter how you shake it, right? If you pick up a 5, 10, 15, 20, like go up the scale. When you pick up that weight, you're like, wow, I was carrying this throughout my body.
Yeah,
it really puts things into perspective. Like, holy fuck. So
pretty much, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I need like almost 40 more to go, but
yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually.
God willing.
Yeah, no. It's been good in a while because fucking gained a lot of weight from after injuring my ankle. So.
Did you?
Yeah, because I wasn't active. I really didn't do much.
That's true.
So
a lot of your job does precipitate walking because you're the
yeah, exactly.
You're the old school. You're like one of the last of the Mohicans. You're an old school. Post office.
I will lose like 500-600 on just the walk-in. So, so not that I'm not mobile. Like
you average 10,000 steps a day walking.
What?
You average like 10K walking.
Like I don't have an app for that. Like I just know like because I usually like. Keep like how much you like how
so do you leave your phone in the truck or do you carry your phone with you in your pocket?
I carry it with me. Like I don't have like a step counter, but
it doesn't have like for Apple, they have the health thing, and that's why I always keep my phone on me because this will keep it, but it only keeps it within the Fitbit app, like my Fitbit.
Right.
This only keeps it in the Fitbit app, but the phone, it's got it built in where it tracks your steps when you're holding your phone or when you got it somewhere. So that's what I'm saying. Like Android doesn't have thing where you like put it in your pocket and it tracks.
Yeah, and also there are times I do not carry my phone when I walk, like when I charge my phone in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
But as you like how much do you lose when you walk a mile? Like usually about 100. It's about 100 a mile. Like I'm like
do you wear like a Android watch or anything?
I don't have a watch.
Do you wear watches in general?
Not really, no.
Dude, you should spend $50 and get a Fitbit.
I might get
one.
I might get a Fitbit.
Yeah, get a Fitbit. It'll track your sleep. It'll track your heart rate. It'll track your steps. And you just open the app once a day, let it fucking load in, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It's $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, it's been good for me. So.
Yeah.
But next up, Dragon Ball Daima.
This has been fun.
I'm getting kind of bored with it.
I mean, this episode they finally debuted Nubu. If we skip to the end.
Yeah, this ugly Cyberman looking fuck.
Yeah, I mean, but we tend to see how OP he is.
Yeah, I know we'll see it. It's gonna fight one of the. It's gonna fight one of the Tamagamis.
I love, by the way, the previous episode where they zoomed in and they saw like old girl. I forget the scientist's name. She was at the Boo fight when she collected the Boo sample.
Yeah. What was that? What was it?
When I first saw it before they zoomed in, I was like, "Oh my god, it's Whis!" It wasn't Whis.
Like it was not Whis.
It was not Whis. My favorite character from Super. Whis is my favorite character from Super.
No. Whis is the gay friend you want.
He is.
Yeah, like ultimate foodie, just go out random type of thing. You can just talk to him like all day.
And he's got logic. He like will talk you out of doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's cool enough to let you do stupid shit. I'm like, oh, well, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, pretty much. Just don't cause damage.
Damn it, Beerus.
Yeah. Yeah. He's stronger than Beerus, folks. There's no that. He's stronger than Beerus.
Yeah.
So don't fuck with Whis.
Whis.
But yeah, we get the fan like, oh yeah, like the new Majin's created, and Goku in the game. They finally reunite with Vegeta, Piccolo, Bulma.
And I said fuck you and left.
Yeah, basically, so because Vegeta's like, oh yeah, someone stole our ship. Well, that's a you problem. I'm gonna get stronger without you. Without you.
I'm gonna go fight some more time.
Like, but can't you visit? Oh, I'm sorry, but Pansy loaded up the ship. There's no room. I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Pansy.
No, she's annoying.
Even though she's 80.
Yeah. The only cool ones is fucking Gloria's okay. Supreme Kai is useful.
Supreme Kai's chill.
Yeah. So
the fat gay tour guide that Vegeta, Bulma, and them have, he's funny.
I like him. I was like, you know, he just wants to chill. He has a date. He wants to party. He wants to
He just wants to eat. He wants to get his hair done and eat.
Yeah, and he had a date. And it's like, so I'll buy you a pie. I just want one slice. Damn, I want one slice.
No, he said he wants one pie, not a slice.
I thought it was a slice. Okay, but
No. He said, I'll buy you whatever pizzas you want. He's like, I just want one.
Yeah, I just want one. Fuck, this is.
Give me one pie. I don't need all the pies.
Yeah. So Vegeta takes out his anger on the people that stole their ship.
Yep,
pretty easily. Like I'm like, where do you get these guys? These weaklings.
Nah, it's bro. It's like what's it called? They're little things are like little Hondas or whatever. Whatever car is easy to steal.
Yeah, it's like these fuckers like weaker than fucking Kui.
Yamcha could beat these guys.
Yes, Chaozu could beat these guys. Chaozu. Or Trunks is 5 years old.
No, Trunks is like an infant now.
But I'm saying like a 5-year-old Trunks could probably beat him.
Oh, probably. Oh yeah. The fuck?
Like, oh my fucking god.
Gotenks might be able to take a Tamagami.
You know what? Yeah, since regular Super Saiyan was enough to beat it, yeah.
Yeah, Gotenks can take one.
Fucking Frieza would wreck him. Like this first one, Frieza can just wreck.
Oh, this place full of monkeys.
well, it's demons this time.
Oh, purple monkeys.
I still love that laugh in the song. Like I don't care. That's just fucking awesome. He's having a great time beating the shit out of you. But no, we're gonna see what this Majin does soon. He's gonna fight the number one while the other one fights the second one.
How are they gonna get the third Dragon Ball?
The race is on.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Daima. I wonder if they do that in the dub. Because the dub, I think, just released, did it not?
Comes out January.
Ah.
Yeah,
I would love that. Especially since the guy passed away. Like, that would be a really, like, cool, like, tribute to him. If, like, at least the first episode, they're like...
I talk about the Frieza?
No, the narrator. He passed away. Remember?
Yeah, well, I think it was for like the Ocean dub. It wasn't Kyle Hibert. It was the older one.
Oh, I thought it was for like the OG.
I think it was the Ocean dub one that died. I'm not sure.
Oh, I swear it was the OG guy that died.
I gotta say, yeah, that one's Kyle Hibert. I believe he's still alive.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Daima.
But let's go with Trillion Game.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't bad.
It's still one of my favorites.
It's good. I think my one real complaint, like with the risks, they don't really feel like risks.
I mean,
like part of it feels like it's too easy or playing it safe. Like you remember Ballers from HBO, that stupid rock show.
I didn't see like the season, but I saw like parts of episodes. Yeah,
it was basically like no risk, like there's like no suspense, like no none of that. It's just there just because.
Well, the only true adversity I've had is when Dragon Bank fucking copied their system.
Right, but I'm saying like it didn't like feel like big either, or anything that Haru and Gaku are doing. There's like no trials and tribulations. Like there's no way this 18-year-old is outsmarting all these business tycoons.
Yeah,
that's my only complaint. Other than that, it is still good. But what you call it? Haru is like hosting a little dinner party thing for get some investors to buy this video game. They can invest in the video game that my team is working on. We're gonna make this game. But anyway, here's this one guy. Here's forgot his name. Sekai no Hari. Like he.
Yeah.
He told like, oh yeah, I was a producer of this one game that Dragon Bank didn't give me credit or anything. They basically tossed me to the side once I made this game. But I believe in the vision of these three men here, these three nobodies who just do it for the love of video games. And fucking Sakura's happy. He's like, oh my god, this guy's great. He made my favorite game. Which was like fucking Dragon Quest or some shit.
Right.
And then fucking Gaku's like, how'd you get this guy? He's like, what do you mean? And it turns out this guy is not real. There is no Sekai no Harimoto. Doesn't exist. No name on record. Like people are gonna find out. Like, what are you talking about? So turns out Haru bought this old blank social media profile. Like didn't really have a name or anything. No one really gave a shit about it. It was dead. So he bought it. He bought the profile, made edits to make it seem like it was this guy's gaming social media type of thing. And he hired some random extra to dress up, be in disguise as this guy, to make it look legit. And just, again, bullshit his way through.
He basically committed fraud.
Yeah, he committed fraud. Like, they're going to find out. Okay, fine. They'll find out after we get it. And by then, too late.
We will have been sold it off.
Yeah, it'd be sold off. Our hands are washed. It's over. Think we got the money. What else do we need?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. And of course, fucking Kazuki loves this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But, he's got a story to tell you. And it was a story of how him and Kirika were an item. Dun, dun, dun.
I'll be good.
No. They're totally. They better be fucking in that episode.
I mean, bro, but he said a long time ago, and she's only 20 or 21.
Like it had to have been like last year or some shit. Can't no way it was like 17. It had to be like a year or two ago.
I mean, if she's rich.
I mean, yeah, she is rich. We're not denying that.
I mean, a rich person can do that. I mean, technically, well, if you want to be technical, right? It was only recent that the age of consent was 13 in Japan. So
I don't think
depending on when this was written, it could have been bumped up to 16, like everywhere else in the world.
I don't see them going that far, though.
I don't see it either. I don't see it either. But if you wanted to hypothesize, I just gave you a hypothesis.
It would have to be like fresh 18 or 19.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
it had been like at least a year or two ago when that happened.
Like fresh out of high school.
Or like,
and then that would explain why he has a high school secretary.
Secretary who was eventually going to go to Gaku.
He was eventually going to go to Gaku, yeah.
But man, that little silver tongue of Haru though,
yeah,
does wonders. Next up is Kenshin. Not a whole lot happens. It's more of a flashback episode of how Kenshin had this Sakabato,
yeah.
Sakabato, and obviously it was Shishio who gave him that sword. Basically, hey, you're fucking naive as fuck.
mm-hmm.
So like you can tell from the fucking voice. First time being a wanderer, caught in the rain, fever. Also, those cats are adorable. Those cats.
I love the cats. The cats are my favorite part of the episode.
Yep, I think yes. A couple of random people found them. Satsuki, this wife that found him, it's like, hey, honey, I'm home. Oh, did you bring a stray? I did. And a guy. It's like, what are you doing? You have me here. like jokingly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, if you really want another relationship to say so. Took him in. Fever, the cat's keeping company. Kenshin sees that, they're having this happy life while what is that guy's name? Gichi, I think.
Gichi, yeah.
Yeah, Gichi. He used to be an investigator. Lost an arm during the war. After like trying to catch some people.
Would you call him an inquisitor?
Yeah. We'll get to him later. Yeah, I think it's a code. I think that's a code made. That's a code made right there.
That's fair enough.
Because holy fuck. Well, yeah, we'll get to that later. Got caught, lost an arm, so he couldn't use his weapon anymore. Been on the run, got married. His wife's pregnant. And like, oh, we found him. We found him. So they go there, beat the shit out of him. Says, all right, if you want to kill me, fine. Just leave my wife out of this. Like, well, you know what? We're gonna kill all of you. Kenshin comes in with his fever, panting, still kicking ass. As he eventually draws the sword, because he really did not want to draw that sword again. It's a Sakabato.
Yep.
Knocked it out. One of the guys recognizes it. Like, I know that scar. Like, hey, are you here to join us? I'm like, nope. If you come near them again, you're fucking dead.
Basically.
It's like, well, I'm
because he gave the spiel about basically like pillaging. Like after the war, everybody's pillaging, and they're like, "Oh, you did all this, and you're just gonna be fucking pillaging." Like, what sense does that fucking make?
And it's like, yeah, like all these is the people. I was like, no, like, do you have the shit? That's not what I fought for when I was in that group.
Yeah.
So you should be ashamed of yourself. Shame on you.
Shame. 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 Shame.
But he says farewell to that husband and wives. Oh, you can live here with us. It'd be nice to, have protection and all this.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, I need to find my own path. The new way of the warrior type of thing. We flash forward and he sees that this couple, the swordsman, they remind him of the old couple that saved him years ago.
Yep.
That part was nice. I like that.
It was a good tie-in.
Yeah, it showed the kid all grown up.
Yep. Well, not grown up, but
like 3 or 4.
He was born. Yeah, the kid was born.
Yeah. Like all those, like they're still alive out there somewhere.
Hopefully, I mean, realistically, like that was 4 years after the. I think it was like.
The kid would be 4 by now.
He'd be like. No, I think he'd be like 6 to 10. Not anywhere from 4 to 10. He'd probably be like 4 to 10 because I think they're in like year 10, and that was year 4, or something like that. So I think he's got to be like 6.
Okay,
he'd be like 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or maybe at minimum, at maximum. Imagine if he was Yahiko.
I don't think that's that, but that would be if that ever was a thing, that would have been amazing.
That would be wild, right?
Yeah, that's why he's so like. It's like, hey, maybe if you ever go on your own, you might meet this man.
Hey, who are your parents, kid?
Dad! Dad! But no, it was a nice little break after that fucking swordsman, the broom head.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a cool down episode, but it wasn't a bad cool down episode.
Right. I'm actually gonna see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Easy.
Oh shit, we got 4.
Time flies when you're doing all the talking.
Yeah. Tower of God.
This is a good episode. I'm liking Tower of God. I've always been pessimistic about it, but I've enjoyed the entire.
Like I said, first half I was okay. I like this one a lot better. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. People tying in. Coons involved. Rack's back. Best guy.
Everybody basically is back except for fucking cunt face Rahel.
Even though she's on this fucking poster, so we'll probably see her at the finale.
God.
Yeah, picked up where we left off. Wagner got stabbed by Beta.
Yep.
Fucking Rack and Yua kind of jump in. It turns out Wagon's not dead. He can't die here.
No. Well, we had the reintroduction of Lori. We hadn't seen him.
Which one?
Lori, the napping guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. He helped out. He helped out against Beta.
He made Beta vomit and fucking.
Yeah, basically because Beta's not in this, but that little worm thing that was in him was a part of the workshop battle. That's why.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, loophole.
Yeah. So he made him throw up the freaking worm, and then finally
tried to get it, failed to.
That was gross. He fucking just basically jumped into fucking like.
He jumped into vomit. Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped into the.
So Beta's like nah. He was like.
She finally used her powers correctly and accurately.
Controlled it, and it burned that teleporting thing. He's like,
dead.
Your captain's out. Your captain's out.
You're done.
So, and Wagon touches the summon thing. Summons Bam.
It takes 5 minutes for the summons, though.
Yep. So, and they'll win. Like they'll also win.
Yeah.
So, they're fighting, distracted. And as the 5 minutes come, here comes Bam.
The game abruptly ends, and here comes Bam.
Yep,
because basically, Kun tells Shibisu, like, "Yo, quit the game, and we'll win, and we'll get Bam back, and we can save everybody." And so then the game ends. Bam comes. We find out later on that Shibisu couldn't quit the game, and basically all the shit that's happening on the Archimedes forced the developers to shut down the game.
Yeah.
That's toward the end of the episode.
Yeah, it was like a glitch error, as they called it, whatever they called it.
Yeah.
So because of this, Beta goes crazy.
Yep.
And the professor lady came and was like, "Hey, stop it, Bam! Stop it, Beta! Calm down."
He's not the reason why you're mad. He's not the reason why you went through what you went through. Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, I don't listen to vets. Yeah, and basically you have everything. I lost everything. It's your fault. I had a family until we had a fight to the death. Did
you read Zach's comment on the group?
I did not.
He wrote on my post when I made the post for it. He's like, my life is shit. Let's blame somebody else. Yeah, facts.
So it's like, you're this perfect weapon when I'm not. So fuck you. It got to the point where it was like, anything that was hidden Bam was not affected. I was like, you done? You fucking done? Guards come.
He's basically got the Gojo ability where you can't you touch him, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, the guards come. They're trying to detain Beta. Reinforcements come. Knocks the guards out.
Yeah, that was a Rakpar and somebody else. I forget who it was.
Yeah, and the guard pointed the gun at the Dodgers like, yeah, we're gonna have to kill you instead.
And the second guard kills him. And who's the second guard?
Lero.
Lero is back.
Yeah, basically the whole time it was the AI in the phone app that they've been using was the one that lied to Beta.
Yeah, Emily.
Yep, and Bam's whole group is like, well, we lost Bam. Let's kill him. Time to kill him. Final
Basically,
battle.
Fug took out the girl with the eye patch
Yep.
and Huang or Tarasuke.
Yep.
Took him out, took them both out, and basically they're setting up. They call in the two little war dogs that were pretty badass early on in a couple episodes ago, and they're like, "Prepare for battle. This is going to be Viole's final battle ever."
Yep. So again, we don't know the penultimate, or we got two more. We don't know.
I think we have two more.
Okay.
I think next week is the penultimate, and then
it'll be that battle, and the finale will be like send up the next season, whatever that is.
Actually, no. This is 23, 24.
Because I think overall is 24, 25.
I don't know. Because they ended last season at 13. So they want to either do it at 25 or 26. Next week
no,
is
I'll say I thought last was 12.
Was it 12? This was considered episode 10 on Mao.
Yeah, this says episode 10 on here.
But that was 13.
Okay, it is. Okay, so
yeah, this is 23. Like, because remember on Analyst, they changed it.
All right,
this is 23.
Yeah, okay, so this might be a 25, and we got two more. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That makes sense.
And that would be the 12-13 rule that you said.
Yeah. All right. But no, I'm excited to see how that battle's actually going to go.
Should be badass.
I hope so. Yeah. No, the build up to this part has been good. It's been really good.
Like you said, we'll probably see Rahel in the final episode. It's either that or we're gonna see like some like superior like second in command to Fug come in.
Yeah. So who knows? We will find out. Next up, Blue Box. And the majority of this was basically that awkward tension between Chinatsu and Taiki because, she would landed on top of him when he was sick. Or beside him.
Seductively.
Yep. So
I was just hoping for the what's that poking me?
Well, she wasn't on top of him like that. It was like the side of on his side. But yes.
Hey, I mean if he's packing, it still may poke.
Like, oh, just wrap a leg around it. Just wrap a leg around.
The anaconda.
Exactly. So, it's been awkward a bit. Doesn't really know how to process it for both of them. Taiki was about to go work out. Like, hey, why don't you help clean the pool with us? If you can use the pool, if we help clean it. I was like, why should I? I'm going to work out. She's Chinatsu. I'm in.
Right.
So they all clean up the pool. It's like, oh, I get to see in a bikini maybe or a swimsuit, school swimsuit.
No, everybody's favorite.
But, apparently those are sexy.
It's a fetish.
I mean, cute, kinda, sure, but I wouldn't call it sexy.
It's not. It's a normal Speedo, bro. That's like a competition Speedo.
Yeah, it's like the one piece type of thing, yeah.
It's a one piece, and that's the same thing that you would use in some sort of swim trial. It's not cute. It's plain. It's not designer. It's not like one girl's wearing pink with flowers, the other one's wearing all red or all black. It's just flat, basic ass dark blue.
Yeah. Clean up the pool. Taiki's like, what if I get next to her again? What if I'm on top of her?
She smells so nice. I want to smell her again.
Yes, smells like chlorine.
Chlorine.
Chlorine and porridge for when she fed me.
Ew. Horrible combo.
Get a barbecue at the home.
No, you skipped the part where he grabbed her arm.
I thought he did that later on, but
no. He grabbed their arm in the thing because basically he was overthinking, and then Chinatsu's like, okay, I'm leaving, bye, and she walks away, and then he grabs her arm just on reflex on a whim, and Chinatsu's like, Taiki, and he's like, oh, where does this bucket go? And he puts the bucket there, and basically Taiki's
good cover up.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you, idiot, why did you do that? You're so fucking stupid. Oh my gosh, she's gonna hate you. And then there's a shot of Chinatsu, and she looks uncomfortable, she's aware of something, and that's where we head to the barbecue.
Yeah, the barbecue, a lot of meat.
Niku,
meat.
We got the meat. Dun 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 dun.
Yep, and the dad does all the cooking, of course.
I swear to God, I just heard you say he does all the cocaine.
I
I swear to God, I heard you say that in my head.
You know, I wouldn't blame him if he did all the cocaine.
And Taiki's dad is Tony Khan. I'm just kidding.
Yep. Yep. Chinatsu wants to help. Like, oh no, you're a guest. So they know, I've been living with you, so I may as well. Taiki's dad's also like, I'm proud of you. I see a lot of my wife in you and your mom.
Yep.
And I hope you do well in nationals.
Yep.
Nice and encouraging.
Yep.
Like, okay, cool.
I love you more than my son. What?
You're like the child I wish I never had. But, it's winding down a bit. Going on a walk. Summer, get ice cream. Chat a bit.
Yep.
A car coming. He grabs her arm again.
Yep.
He's like, I'm sorry. Like, I should be on that side of the road. You be over there. And Chinatsu stops.
Taiki-kun.
I only see you as a friend. Like this.
Bro, the illest shutdown.
Like I don't want to I'll get out of your way. And I'm like, you know what? I hope you found the Nationals now. Fuck you.
Bro, that was, like I said, such a savage fucking letdown.
Like,
did she just friend zone me?
Like passive aggressively?
Forget that ever happened. What?
Forget none of that happened. Get out of your mind. She drew the boundary line. He's just confused.
So confused.
Like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah, you keep grabbing her
twice. You grabbed her twice. You pulled her down to almost on top of you.
Right.
All the doki doki.
All of the doki dokis.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to see how that goes on Thursday. But
he's gonna be depressed, and then we're gonna see childhood best friend come in today thinking, I got a shot.
And it's like, I don't have a shot. Thank you for reminding me that I actually love her. Thank you. Fuck you!
No!
It's not moment! But man, that hurt.
It did.
Moving on. Our co-main, Orb.
Holy shit.
Yes, that's why I wrote in the thing. Put the bullet off. Novak is training the new Inquisitors. Say, hey, you know what Inquisitor is? Like, all right, I'm going to show you what we do.
Torture people!
This nice middle-aged woman.
Yep, she was in the forest.
He's like, hey, you're at the forest. Who told you about it?
The Black Mass. What the fuck is the Black Mass? You can't see a black hole. Excuse me.
But I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. He's like, get the thumb presser.
What did it do? Like, did it twist the thumb? Did it the crush?
I think it crushes, gets the nail off type of thing.
Yeah, it was still gross, but I was like, oh.
Actually, hold on. We got Google.
The Google machine.
Thumb screw. Modern Europe. Hold on. The Prudence studs is a simple device, sometimes with Prudence studs on the interior surfaces. Victims' thumbs, fingers, or toes were placed in the device and slowly crushed. So you're crushed. It's a vice grip, basically. It's like, and the metal parts of it puncture the nails.
Yeah, because the second screw, blood.
Yeah, so one, just to lock it in, basically, it hurts. Do it again. I'm like, oh my god.
And she's got 19 other appendages.
And tells the other guy to do it. And he says, I can't do it. And Novat's like, okay, you do it again.
I'll talk.
Like it was a girl named Anne. All this.
I just wanted herbs for my sick kid. And
It's
she
just
told me about the black mass. It's there.
Yeah, I think like a space opera. Like maybe you learn something from the heretics and all this heliocentrism. You might find something in there, basically. But
hey, a scenario where snitching mattered.
But Novak's like, thank you, may God bless you. I'm like, this fucking guy.
So savage.
Yep, and the young guys, they apologize. Like, I get it. It's your first day. You're gonna get squeamish at first, but toughen up. The guy comes like, hey, Novak, your need is like, I'm training here. It's like, it's the bishop. I gotta go.
Bye.
Yep. So
meanwhile, while this is happening,
we talk about the bar, or
yeah,
we're at the bar. Badeni, Oxy, and Yolenta, they're celebrating. Badeni, he solved the theory.
Yep.
And basically, my work here is done.
Not quite. He said the math is done. The philosophical aspect is what he needs to work on next.
Yeah, but basically, I can't learn here. Like, he's gonna have to leave.
Yep, everyone's basically gonna be splitting up.
Yep, basically, like, I'm gonna go to this village. They're less strict on it.
It's like a big city.
Yeah, like a big city. Like, they're more accepting of this, of what we're learning here.
I'm gonna give up the cloth.
Yep. Obviously, he's gonna take care of the homeless. Basically, find new work. Yolenta gonna get a promotion at the facility.
She wants to be a woman's pioneer.
Yeah, because Colby got promoted, and she could basically partake in some meetings.
Yeah,
so,
and have all her work stolen by men.
Yep, and she wants to fill in her own tree with her own name, and this is going to be that nice step. But you know what? That's swell.
It'll be
the door opens.
It happens in your lifetime, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, and the door opens.
Somebody pops in.
Yep, and it's Novak.
And Okasi goes white with fear.
He's like, no. Yeah, and again, he hasn't seen his face, but he knows Novak.
Yep.
And Yolanda's like, by the way, hey, this is my father.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, number one.
Yep. So, but then he's talking to him like, nice to meet you.
Yep. Okasi is dead silent.
Yep. So, I was the whole time, I've read it, but the whole time I'm just like, stop on his foot. Like, stop it. Just don't say anything.
Okasi should have been like, hey, I have to tend to the chickens. Bye.
Yeah, but it's like, oh yeah, I'm father of this church and everything. Also, I study astrology. And then Novak's like, go on.
Please.
It's like, I learned a lot from your daughter. She's been very helpful. She's brilliant. And Novak's like, thank you. Like, it's great to hear. I'm glad she's doing well. I really appreciate it.
We're going to go now.
It's like, all right, like, you know what? It's getting late. Also, mind you, Yolanda is 14 and she's drinking alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, that was the limit back then. Legitimately.
I guess it's just one drink.
No, I mean, she might have had two, but I mean,
okay.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty common.
But yeah, Yolanda takes Novak home. As they say goodbye. And Oxy tells Badeni, we have to leave now. So you're like, what? What's the problem? Like, you don't understand. And it's like, and we hear, hey, you guys busy?
Yep.
Novak came back.
Right as Okasi was saying, if I remember correctly, his job is.
And it's like, so, I told my daughter to go ahead with me because I had to talk to you guys.
See, I'm an inquisitor.
And Badeni's like, shit.
Cue nice music.
I was like, no.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Bro. and you already know supposedly because you read the manga.
I binge read it during during Thanksgiving week.
And what do you think?
Really good, and again, I said it'll cover the whole thing because there's like 63 chapters. So like it's paced the right way, like how they're going, like nothing's like really rushed.
Nice.
So I'm like, if I know what's gonna happen, it's probably gonna happen next episode.
Oh boy.
So
it's a yes or no question. Is death involved?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. But it's just Novak and Jones. It's like, well, this fucking guy. There's
a small part of me that wishes Novak like will realize what his daughter's done and realizes like, oh my god, like this ice can't be real, and then he like commits suicide after like his daughter dies or something. I feel like it has to end with Novak dying.
Not suicide.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'll say that scene, like you are right, but that scene when that just happened is perfect. But he's a persistent fucker.
You don't say.
Like no, like you're gonna see it for all as this happens with everything. It's just nuts.
There's no more time skips from here on out, right?
No, there is.
There are time skips.
Okay. They are, yeah. There is one more main one, and there's one after, but it's like after the main thing. Like this.
It's when Copernicus actually does publish the thesis on heliocentrism, which is actually, we're not spoiling anything, motherfuckers. It's called history. Look it up on Wikipedia.
Basically at the events of everything that before the publication, you'll get a small bit, like a couple of chapters.
Yeah.
Like the next generation type of thing.
It's so, I love this show because of the fact that it does a decent job. Like obviously it's its own thing, but it still takes the principle of history and incorporates it really well. Like the timeline is accurate. Literally, like they're in the early 1600s, I believe, right now, right?
It's still 15th century, so that would be 1400s.
Okay, and then
it's in Poland.
I began. Copernicus was, I believe, Polish, and I thought it was 16. It might have been 15. It was like late. It was like 1574 or something. Hey Google, when did Copernicus publish his theory on heliocentrism?
According to Wikipedia, Copernican heliocentrism is the astronomical model developed by Nicolaus Copernicus and published in 1543.
Yep, I see it right, 1543.
Look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant.
And it was the year he died.
Hey, I mean, that's what, 50 years or so? More or less 50 to 75 years ahead of this.
Yeah. Yeah, the next gap, I believe, is 25 years.
Oh, so then we're definitely in like the early 15s by then.
Yeah. Again, guys, that's not really a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler, it's history.
Yeah. So, and like, this shit happens.
This is, for sure.
Yeah, and but I can't wait for you to actually see how it all unfolds.
I love this. It's such a good show.
And like I said, like I'm liking, but then actually you'll end it like, why are you gotta be involved? Why is it as soon as he's basically almost done? He's practically done.
Because it's not an anime if it does. Hey, guess what? Risk.
Yeah.
Consequences. This is what you wanted.
Is it? Yeah. And Raphael was the first victim. Well, not the first one, but he was one of them. He was a major.
He wasn't a victim. He was a martyr.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. He made a more well-known public, or he had more research than anybody.
He had more research than everybody. He's a martyr.
Yep. Start a revolution.
I mean, a lot of the heretics, when you think about it, right? When you really think about the principle of heretism and how the church goes into play, like when you think, like the church was the one that unfairly scrutinized these people and labeled them as like children of the devil, right? And there's a small percentage of that is factually accurate, where they truly believed in Satan and things of that nature, like the pagans and all that, right? Like that's again legitimate facts. But when you think of like the way that all these people were scrutinized, in theory, all of these people are truly martyrs. This, like, and that's a common theme across all anything that involves a holy war, where when in reality, like the majority of people who are killed as part of a holy war truly should be defined as martyrs and nothing less. You know,
Right.
you have your outliers of people that are truly pieces of shit that, you know, for whatever reason, yeah, they deserve to die. But outside of that, it's always all those people are all martyrs to the contribution of a better universe that we exist in today in some capacity, and it should be recognized as such.
Right. But no, I'm excited for Saturday for this, and I'm just so curious to see how they actually handle it.
Indeed.
Because with for this part, it's to definitely be 2 more episodes, so it makes sense that as that first half. So, and what leads to the next time skip should be that part 2. So yeah, that if they just do like that and lay it out, it'll be fine. Like I can see the home stretch being really good.
Sure.
But let's move on with our main event, Bleach. For our title, our mad scientist, we found the brain.
Mad scientist. It's a help wanted ad, guys.
Requires the brain.
Yes, a non-CTE brain, please. No Chris Benoit brains.
Yeah, no Benoit brains here.
No Benoit brains. No.
Yeah, we go back to Kurosuchi laughing like a madman. Sure. I like his laugh, but you know, our little fucking Pernida.
Can I ask you a quick question before we continue on?
Yeah.
Is our picture racist?
No,
because technically we have Kurosuchi in blackface. Got him.
I mean, yeah, it was he had black and white.
It would be racist if he had. It would be racist if he had bright pink lips, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if it was Mr. Popo, yes, but and we could just go, "Are you allowed?" But yeah, Pernida broke out of that out of Kurosuchi's Bankai. The nerves come out, and Kurosuchi loses an arm.
Well, that's normal. Not the
it's normal. It's fine. And then fucking Nemu comes in to help. Also loses an arm.
I didn't ask you to help me, woman.
Like you only do what I told you to do, and if you are gonna die, it's only when I give you permission to die. You are my creation. That is it. You obey.
I just thought for myself.
Yeah.
You don't do that either.
He's like, well, like you are involved, but no, still listen to what I say,
or else.
So it's like, you know, you also forgot your medicine. So here, you're welcome. You're fucking welcome. They got their arms back. It's like, all right, you know what? I will use you for a little bit. I'm going to distract him, and you get to open and use your power. Knock his ass out. And of course, a good chunk of this is like a flashback. You know, like when she was young and all this. She wants to be called Number 7 again. Her real name. Not okay. Nemu 7. Not Nemu. Number 7.
Nanago.
Yeah. So for some reason, she loved that. Like why? I don't know. I guess that's the first thing he called it. That's why.
Could be Stockholm syndrome for Android.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, but she's not like mechanical; it's just like a bio humanoid type.
Yeah,
but you know, like he's like talking to the other soul captains, like, why won't he call me by my name? Why won't Daddy call me by my name?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Like, why does Elon Musk name his children after Wi-Fi passwords?
Oh my god!
No, I'm sorry, they deserve to be bullied.
Oh, except for one.
Yeah, except for one, that the trans daughter that he disowned. Like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, you bought Twitter because your daughter hates you, and you moved your office from Cali to Texas because California wanted to protect trans kids. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Trans lives matter.
Well, we're leaving. We're leaving to Texas.
They don't matter. Well, you don't matter.
No, I'm totally on this daughter side. It's like, fuck you. Like,
it's a miracle. It's a miracle he didn't actually move to Florida. Did you know that Tesla is outside of, like, I think California was the actual, like, number one place for Tesla purchases is in the state of Florida, which is ironic because Florida is one of the absolute worst places to have a Tesla because of all of the hurricanes.
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of Teslas when I was visiting.
Oh yeah, They're everywhere.
they're all playing like this. But no, fuck Mouse. It's not about Mouse. It's about Kurosuchi and then Nemu.
That's why we don't broadcast on Twitter anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because
Matt refuses to give them $7.99 a month.
Yeah, that I refuse to give him money.
I mean, bro, if we were making money, I would do it. But
if we were, no. But the fact that we're not, no. If Blue Sky does it for free, I would probably consider that. But I don't know.
I don't even have an account on there.
I don't either. I know Sean does.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
So we could ask him, like, hey, how is that? Like, does that support like free streaming, no blue check mark or whatever?
You make 20 cents an episode. Down.
Better than nothing.
How many episodes have we done? Somewhere in the neighborhood of like, we've done it for what, 3 years now?
We've done it for about 3 years. Actually, let me check.
52 weeks, give or take.
Let me check.
Weeks.
Let me check the.
That would be like
We are 146.
We're 146 episodes.
Yep. This is 147 right now.
So then multiply that by 50 cents. That's 60.
That'd be like 70, like $73.
$73.
73.50 basically.
Hey, well, that would pay for half of a song.
Half of that, no, like a quarter of a song. That'd pay for 10 seconds. The jingle, it would pay for a jingle.
Doot, 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 doot. Otalku Cafe, the end.
Yeah, basically. But we finally go back to current timeline. Nemu does her like a little blast thing, whatever you want to call it, technique.
Yep.
Knocks the thing down, and as she's falling down, the thing goes stab.
Yep. No, like the veins go in her, and she blows up. Blows up, and then what's it called? As it blows up, you see all sorts of chunks of Nemu everywhere. She's dead as can be. And the hand is like, eat, must eat all.
She's like, oh, go ahead. Oh yeah, sure. Go eat as much as you like. Eat my daughter as much as you want.
But I require a brain.
It's like, well, you can have the rest. I just want this because it is still the near perfect thing. I can make it even more perfect. I just need the brain.
But there's a specific reason other than that why he took the brain away from the flesh. Why is that, Matt?
Because it's killing this fucking hand thing.
And we get an explanation as to why. Basically, Kurosuchi basically says that in order for her to live, what we had to do is basically put a I don't think it's like a drug or like a some sort of like expander, whatever the case. They put something inside of Nemu that basically multiplies her cells like by like trillion. So basically, they gave her a like super duper maximized accelerated thyroid, because the thyroid is what does all that anyway. So they basically gave her the thyroid, put it in her pituitary gland, and without the brain to control all of the stuff, it will just multiply and multiply. It's like cancer. It'll multiply until death. And lo and behold, we get even more gross flesh explosion, hand everywhere.
Yep.
No mas.
No mas. The hand's gone. The hand. Kurosuchi finally won, but he's injured. They go to him. Say, oh, good, you guys are still alive. Why? to his comrades in arms.
Yes. They're what's it called? They're Zaraki's fucking lieutenants.
Yeah. So Kurosuchi and Kenpachi are in their healing pods.
But they were, in order to get in the healing pods, they had to take some people out. Matt, who did they take out? Rengoku and Toshiro. We find out basically he took their bodies, unzombified them at the cost of many, 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 many decades or hundreds of years of their lifespan to restore them back to normal health.
But sacrifices had to be made. They had to,
and they're going to be happy with it. And sure enough, when Toshiro comes out, he looks at Kurosuchi and he's like, "Thank you." And he's like, "I'm getting thanked a lot. This is disgusting."
Yeah. So he's like, why are people being nice to me here? And fucking Kurosuchi has this like inner monologue, was like I don't give a fuck about these soul people. my main goal is to surpass what's the guy's name?
Urahara.
Yes.
Kisuke, yeah.
Yep. So that's all. Like I'm a better scientist than him.
When I wake up from this deep slumber from the cryo chamber, I'm going to tell him how much better I am because I did all of this stuff.
And Nemu will do it together.
Yes.
Did you see the after credit?
No, I always skip the Bleach after credits because I can't take any more commercials.
Oh no. The Quincy's that are joining the Soul Reapers.
I knew about it, but I didn't see the after credit. No, as soon as
saying,
it goes commercial to go into the fucking credits,
I was saying
okay.
like the people, like I was saying that the Quincy's that did alive the Soul Reapers, they see the other Quincy's and they're basically killing those Quincy rookie type thing, those Quincy rookies.
Oh, I didn't realize Quincy rookies were even there.
Yeah, basically, you're gonna come up like, nah, we're gonna do this now, we're gonna kill you guys. So Giselle, what's that blonde girl's name? The one with the
lesbian zombie girl,
Latoto. Like all that. That basically, it's like, we're with the Soul Society now. So if you got a problem with that, tell you about to kill us. Basically,
we're going to kill you, Hobak.
Yep. Even though, they're gonna get clapped.
Of course, they want to.
But the fight, the favorite Kurosuchi was nice. I did like that, and poor Nemu. Like, yo, she hot. Why are you killing her?
And she was naked at the end.
Yep.
Naked Nemo for the win.
Exactly. So, now Kurosuchi, who's been an MVP of this war, is getting a break. But, who's going to job next week, Ethan? Who's going to job in the next fight?
I was when I binged, because guys, I binged 5 weeks worth of Bleach to catch up. That's how behind I was. I binged 5 weeks worth of Bleach, and I was so surprised to see Uryu just absolutely destroy what's his face, Renji.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, that was like no contest. Holy shit, that was Brock Lesnar. Kofi
it's like the fights aren't the problem. The problem with this part for me is like the fact that the Soul Reapers are jobbing as much. But
I don't mind it as bad.
It's more painfully obvious in this compared to the parts 1 and 2.
No, I thought
this is more like
part one was pretty bad, where they just got they lost like thousands of people in part 1 alone.
I mean that's true.
Part 2 was better off with the jobbing, and then part 3 went back to similar ilk.
Yeah, basically, you get all the Grand Soul Reapers who did all this shit that could have killed you. Never mind, they beat him in 2 moves,
and it's like, bro. And on top of that, like, what gets me, what I told you is like, I feel like it is becoming a lot like JoJo, like where you're just pulling stuff, everybody, Soul Reapers, Quincy's, you're just pulling these random new powers out of your ass that are just so ridiculously OP. And yeah, you can kill somebody with it, but then it doesn't even matter for the next battle.
But the thing with JoJo, it works because it is that over the top, wacky nonsense, bizarre adventure. It's all bizarre.
Underscore bizarre.
Like,
yes.
It works for JoJo. Bleach, not so much.
It doesn't. No, I agree. It doesn't.
Very serious thing that is happening.
Yes.
And it's just like you get the comeback. It's like that heat goes really fast. Mm-hmm. Like all these power ups, it's just like they don't matter. They all don't matter. Because they can just go snapping the finger. That's adorable.
That's adorable. Look at this new power I just trained in the last battle. Mega Death Explosion.
Like, but I just trained. That's nice. That's nice.
No, it's like this is the amount of like nuclear explosions that would like decimate entire fucking planets. And they're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Bankai. The end.
Closing thoughts.
It's good to be back.
It is good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Hopefully I can continue to be caught up and you won't need Chris again to the finale. But I say that with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I know I missed Blue Lotus and Goku, but we ran way too much, so I'll talk about them.
You got time. We're only at 224. We normally go like 250.
All right, real quick. Sengoku Yoku. This one is a little bit long. Basically, we picked up where we left off with the Void people. Senya and Jika's brother are all talking. Basically, how are we going to...
And we're out of time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, basically, like, okay, how are we gonna have a conclusion where no one dies? So they thought this all-knowing Kadawara, and basically says, okay, the reason why this meteor's coming is avoid people. It's all your fault. You get abused in the power type of thing, and there's the consequences of it. So basically, if you want it gone, without anyone dying, like give up your resources, money, all that. Basically, I give up all that to start over. Right. And the one boy guy's like, I ain't fucking doing that. You're lying to me. No, Senya has to die. He has to die right now. It's like, no, that doesn't have to happen at all. Just do this. Like, it's your fault. You're in that predicament. And the other boy people like, we'll do what we can. If we have to sacrifice ourselves, we'll sacrifice ourselves. But just fuck. So there's that one stubborn boy guy is like, no, I ain't doing it. But the boy people are gone for now. Senya's like, well, I know what to do. Basically, they have to fight Jinka. Calm down his crazy states. Mudo defeated Bancho finally. Senya comes back. There's a little bit of peace right now. They're all resting, they're all healing. So now they're getting ready for the big fight with Senya and Jinka. That's probably gonna happen tomorrow or next week. Not bad. Blue Lock is the start of the second half of the game. And so they did swapping. Like, okay, like basically, like you're out, this guy's in. And for U20, they got Ryusei. And he is a fucking psychopath on the field and does very good combos with Itoshi. Ryusei scores a goal. That part was animated good. And but unfortunately, two people on Blue Lock's side got injured. Injured ankle because one of them blocked Ryusei to prevent him from scoring at one time, so he hurt his ankle. And Chigiri, the fast one, he didn't make it in time to block the goal, so he got hurt because of it. So Eagles was like, all right, time out. We're getting rid of two of you. And the two people in that is Reo, Nagi's friend, and Hiyori. But for Reo, he shined. Ego's like, okay, you're in here for a reason. You're going to be on the defense, and your job is to watch Ryusei and Sei, because I gave you their tapes of what to do, what to prevent. So he's like doing the chameleon type of thing. Like, who knows who copied their stuff copies of their defense from their games. So Rio perfected that. Isagi gets the ball. He goes for a goal, but the captain on U20 is just like, yeah, no. Blocks that shit, and that's where that episode. Okay, there we go. Now I'm caught up.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
With that, the cafe is closed. Next week, I'm going to have finales on Sumo Show and what was the other one? 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. We'll probably have a penultimate or two for sure.
Yep, I got penultimates of Wedding.
I have penultimate of Dan.
Sword Art.
Yeah, Dan. We'll have Tower of God.
Guys Mixer.
I'll have GodApp, Negative Positive Angler.
All mine, yeah.
Yep.
All my solos except for Miburo are on Ultimates for me next week.
Yeah, because they do like to end them relatively early for this because Christmas time, New Year. So good talk to try to wrap it up before then.
Yep.
But follow me on Twitter, DamianPhoenix12. Follow my Instagram, House Husband Cosplay. Follow Otalku Cafe at Otalku Cafe Anime on Instagram, Twitter, the Facebook. Follow Ethan at Anime24, Showstopper24. We have a link tree for wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Amazon, the YouTube. Check out the replay YouTube. This episode in the Google search bar. We are there. We want to thank Dershi Radio, W2 Network, and Chairshot Media for hosts on their platforms. Follow them at Chairshot Media, at W2Mnet, and at Dershi Radio. Thank you, Sean, for being our editor, and happy birthday from last week.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. And happy birthday to Starman, whose birthday is on Saturday.
Get lit. You need it.
Yes, you definitely need it. Okay, we're back next week. Till then, oyasumi and good night.
Sayonara, minasan. Goodbye, Sekai.
Goodbye.
When the sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you. But still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face. But hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice. But it's your choice. I can't keep you here forever. Just promise me that you'll come back.